Hello and welcome. Welcome to the channel. Hello, everybody. Ooh, got some Red Bull. We are going to start in order tonight. We will go in order. Aries to Pisces. I'm going to drink more Red Bull, though. I got to be fair to Aries. Oh, shit. What's going to happen? We'll see. All right. I'll wait for you all to find the bed. I said find the bed, find the room. It's like bedroom. Find my bedroom. It's not my bedroom, but still. Fuck. All right, Leo Fire. I want to be able to see your messages. Yeah, it's not super important, but I like to see them. Okay. Oh shit, I look pretty good. I look really good. What the fuck? I was about to change the lighting. It was all dark as shit on my computer. I'm like, I should change the motherfucking lighting. I'm like, I need to change this, bitch. It doesn't look good in here. This shit looks awesome. Like, you better hit that like button. Anyways, welcome in. Welcome in, ladies and gentlemen. What will happen next for you? Let's find out. Let's find out. I'm fucking so curious. This is one of those nights where it's like, you've sat on this energy for a little while. Let's see what happens. Now, this isn't going to be something that you're supposed to understand until it happens. Bear that in mind. Please bear that in mind. This is more or less me letting you enjoy the tarot, but me also knowing how to, if it happens, if it's allowed to happen. All right, there it is. I'm kind of dark again. And fucking the lighting. I hate the lighting. Hold on. I'm gonna try to fuck with it. I should watch my cuss words because I say too many of them, and they won't show this shit to nobody. Nobody will see this shit. So. Ooh, I hope that shit. I know that shit's gonna get warm by the time I get to Pisces, or even before. But whatever. Welcome in, ladies and gentlemen. Here we go. Aries. What do we have for the zodiac sign of Aries? What will happen next for them? What will happen next for you, Aries? Let's find out. I'm fucking just as curious as you are. I want to know. I want to see what it says. All right. Aries. You're trying. Oh, okay. So Aries, I get this energy with the Four of Swords upright. You have the Four of Swords upright to start. You've been trying to get over things that have upset you or messed with you mentally. Mentally, I feel like you don't want to have. It's almost like Aries is focused on having a very abstract mind or focusing on the things that they like, the things that mean of importance to them, whether they've been hindered or sheltered, and it needs to adjust or change, or they want to work towards it. Hold on. What else is here for Aries? Some of you, I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna the Red Bull. I've only taken like 3. I took 1 sip before I came out on this bitch, and I feel like honestly, some of you are already doing this. I feel like some of you are already there. What else is here for Aries? Like you're over that mental bullshit. You're tired of not of. It's almost like you feel like one foot wants to get out of the bedroom or out of bed, but the other foot doesn't know what to do with itself, kind of energy. And I feel like you've been trying to like focus on how to achieve not having to focus on that. Whatever the fuck that. I'm done. Whatever that's about. Here we go. Let's go. 8 of Cups reversed, 4 of Cups upright, Ace of Cups reversed, and Death. So you are looking for a recharge. Something about you want to be rejuvenated or recharged. And it feels like in love, there could have been times where you felt like you wanted to, I get to make amends. Like you wanted to make amends with situations. Some of those situations weren't just platonic. They were like family shit. It was family bullshit, and it wasn't working. It wasn't working. I don't need the tarot to read you. I don't give a fuck if you understand me. I'm just good at this. So pay attention. Anyways, I get the energy where it's like you're letting go of a lost cause, and that feels strictly towards family bullshit, where you could be you could be the front runner or the tag along at the end of the fucking rope, and it wouldn't matter. It just feels like you don't want to have the struggles with people or have to make the decisions with people that you feel like it won't show any high honor, whatever. I don't know why I feel that way, but I do. Here we go. Let's go. Psychic. Ten of Wands. The Hermit. Have you given time? I feel like the things you've wanted to, the things that felt like the Ten of Wands that really bothered you, that you wanted to kind of surface towards, you recognized what is there going to be a reckoning, or does it make any sense? I feel like you said no. I feel like you were like, fuck that. Like that person did me so wrong. And I get this energy where you don't feel like certain people in family will ever change. This may not be every Aries reading, but you could definitely be a man because it's showing a lot of male energy. Here we go. Let's keep going. It's almost like you come off like a great support system. I also feel like you feel like somebody sabotaged the situation when you did something nice for them or opened your heart to them. King of Pentacles is upright. The Nine of Wands, it made you feel like you had to, like, the push and pull energy, whether it was a woman that went through this or a male. It made you feel like, I can't deal with this. I'm not going to deal with this kind of energy. And I think you decided, fuck that. Why should I deal with this? Good for you. That is good for you. I'm going to get a little more in your energy. Same tarot. I'm going to use same tarot. Why the fuck not? Let's see what happens. What will happen next? Show me and show them. What will happen next for them? The World and the Nano. You're standing your ground. Aries is learning how to kind of like tie their boots, suit up, be very I almost get this realistic energy with you. Like fuck. In areas where I wasn't realistic and I should have given it effort, I didn't. But then with areas I wanted to give it effort, but it isn't realistic, I realize it'll never become realistic. What the fuck? That's almost like a tricky. It's like a fucking roller coaster ride with different energies, different people. At best, let's keep going. What will happen next for Aries? Give them all. So you're gonna leave that behind you. Page of Wands. You will not communicate with somebody close to you again. The Ten of Wands reversed. Now it's reversed. You're over that battle. Emotionally, you've had enough. The Four of Cups is reversed. The Page of Swords is reversed. You're not going to talk to them. I feel like you wanted powerful change, or I get like it's just not change here. It is not just change here. It's acceptance. This is family. There was something going on with a family situation where you wanted to be like accept the situation, but it was either too devastating or that person's never gonna like get on the right page with you. And I feel like with the Ace of Swords, you have that truth and clarity. Three of Cups. I hate to say this, but this is gonna be me as like me as understanding the way I can like. All right, so if I sit here, let me just explain something to you, Aries. If I sit here and I said, "Oh, I'm gonna read some people," and then they ask me, what's going to happen with a test? Is my child going to be safe? Is my car going to be found? Shit that people have asked me in the channel, and then I give them the answer, and they have to wait for the outcome, and then they come back like, you were accurate, you were right, your prediction came true, blah 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 blah. Let me tell you something. I feel like you wanted to give it the benefit of the doubt because of your feelings, because you felt towards what the fucking the situation was, also the hardship of the other person's life or the way they led their life. And I feel like you're cutting free of that burden. And I feel like if you haven't done that, you're going to. Some of you, this has already been done several months ago. Anywho, let's keep going. You ready? I'll give you one more. Aries. What's next for Aries? Show me a lot for them on this one. Make this one a little bit difficult, please. Aries. I want to, but no. Two of Cups. And the psychic connected energy to it. Why? It's in reverse. So I need to see what's going on here. Hold on. That's where we're going to have an explanation. Let's find out. Ace of Swords. So you feel as if every time you've went towards love, there's been no result or resolve or explanation to why. It's almost like the relationships you have, they just drop off. This makes me feel like with the Two of Cups reversed, I'll show you the cards, with the psychic energy reversed and the Ace of Swords, there's communication that should have been had that was never had. It just gets left behind. If that makes sense to Aries. Page of Pentacles. Sometimes it gets picked up. The Hangman, then it gets stagnant. To the Five of Cups, you may feel like, what the fuck? Why am I emotionally drawn into even giving time to it? Something about time. And you end up moving on. There's two scenarios that I'm picking up on there. So either you don't trust the other person, or you feel like I don't want to put time and effort in a situation that I'm not going to feel good about mentally. Like mentally, you mentally block it out of your mind, or you feel like you've dodged a bullet or overcome a battle that hasn't hit the battlefield. Something like that. Three of Pentacles, no growth. No growth. Three of Pentacles reversed. Eight of Swords reversed. No communication. And Temperance. And tired of dealing with it or with the person. Definitely could be a water sign that you cut off. Could be a water sign that you cut off, or you just felt like didn't fit the shoes. They couldn't match the energy that you contribute to the table. They also, I get this weird thing without the tarot. I get this weird thing where they also made you feel like you had to play catch up with them, and you didn't like that. Aries is like a Leo. Like if you know zodiac signs, Aries is very fiery, very fucking blunt, and they're like Leo. They won't put up with shit for too long. As I say that, Judgment reversed. Like, no, the fuck I won't, bitch. King of Wands, Leo energy. Like, nah, bitch, I ruled this shit. Aries knows what the fuck they're doing, and that's how they feel with people. And they're very like. They say, let me just tell you something. They say Leo's very stubborn. And yes, Leo is, I'm a Leo. They say we're stubborn. But fucking Aries is stubborn as fucking tits on a bull. So don't think you're getting over on Aries or their feelings or their precipitation on a situation. You can't. It's not going to happen. They think one way. They see one way. They're not letting that by you. You're not getting by. It's like a brick wall. It ain't happening. Now, if you're an Aries, and I don't like to sugarcoat shit. I'm not a sugarcoating bitch. But if you're an Aries and that didn't make sense to you, you're fucking codependent. One more time. You're codependent. That didn't make sense to you, and you're like, that's not me. It's because you're codependent. And you cling on to that relationship. I'm not saying you're a stage 5 clinger. There's a difference with that and being codependent. You might be a little too codependent and not have enough, emperor status, your own fucking tarot card status. So you might have to work through that bubble. Let's keep rolling. Anything else for Aries? Anything else for the zodiac sign of Aries? What will happen next? So there may be somewhere you wanted to move towards or go towards, but you either don't want to pay for the gas or use the travel, or you think you do, but you're hesitant on going towards it. The fuck? Ace of Wands. You look at a lot of things in life that make you want to crave more reality, passion, direction. You're over the whole situation where people just don't like. I feel like you're going, oh my God, I got to tell you what I'm feeling. I feel like there's a lot of Aries, whether you're a woman or a man, like you're going through a situation right now where it's like, who can I trust and how can I trust them and should I trust them? Something about this Three of Swords energy in reverse with that Ace of Wands. Like you want to open your soul up, you want to open up your heart, but you're worried about, is this the right direction? Is this the right way? Am I, like, you don't want to fool yourself. And Aries is very, pronounced, a very intelligent sign. Here we go. Very busy sign too. Ten of Pentacles, Knight of Pentacles. Trying to figure out where to put the work towards. And now you have repeating cards 3 times over. The Tower and the Heart. I almost feel like you don't want to go through self-sacrifice. Look at, I said repeating cards, and there was the 8 of Cups, there's the Tower, there's the 10 of Swords, and again, now you have the 10 of Wands. Aries isn't willing to deal with shit that's going to make them feel left out in the cold or make them anxious. They're trying to figure themselves out or figure out what's best for them and what's best for the person they can put involved in their life. That's good for you. I feel like Aries is going through like a healthy growth right now. I like that's attractive. It's very attractive. That's sexy. That's honorable. That's you taking your time to put your ducks in a row. You're probably putting a lot of career and energy into career, but wanting to focus on what's going to make you happy at the end of the day more than anything. And I do feel like you fall silent to wanting to vocalize it to other people, to speak it out to other people. I feel like you just don't talk about this shit. I feel like you want to, but you don't. I feel like you've had the opportunities around you, but they don't excite you. They don't make you feel like you're learning or growing or going in a direction that's going to last. And I feel like that's been the problem and a theme for fucking too long. Now we're going to do me. Now we're going to do me for you. And this is how we're going to end it. You will be over this by 2025. Probably, I see like September, November. Between September and November. If you don't fix this bullshit that I'm feeling, that you're feeling, you'll fix it by then. The latest November. Next year, November, it won't be a problem because all those problems will have dissolved. I don't understand why they dissolve, other than the fact that you kind of moralize what's like. I just get this. You've been trying to learn your way out of a problem, or carry yourself into the right solution. Some of you have been hesitant or not steadfast towards it. I get this. You're not steadfast towards the energy, but you're gonna have it's like it's out of your hands by that time next year. 2025 from September, November, the latest, if it hasn't happened or creeped in before. A lot of the times I say shit happens before, for not everybody, but for some. So I want you to remember that. If you're worried about where you are now, where you're going is looking good. All right. That's what I have for Aries. Here we go. And I like doing that because those are the hard predictions. And that's the hard truth. And it's like whether the person remembers or not, like, oh, that Leo fire guy said that. I don't give a fuck if you remember or not. I just give a fuck that it happens for you, that it works out for you. That's the game. That's the part that makes me feel like, well, I don't need the fucking what do you call it? Recognition. I don't need that bullshit. I don't need recognition. I like it. It's nice. It's cute. I look at it and I appreciate it, and I'm happy that I'm helping other people. That's great. I'm all well endowed, all for that. I'm out like thumbs up to that. Kudos, whatever you want to call it. But it's more or less letting the time set the course of direction. And everybody's like, well, what about free will? This supersedes free will. This supersedes everything. This goes at the angles of the light of. It's basically like catching up with the speed of light. And I've gotten comfortable with that and been accurate with that enough to understand what I just told you. Taurus. Let's go. Taurus. What do we have for Taurus? What will happen for you next? What will happen for you next? Taurus. 4 shuffles for you. Any conflicts that come up, I'm telling you right now, any conflicts that come up right now, anything you have to become aware of that come up that are like whether it's just controversy or just conflicts in general, I don't feel like you're going to stay in that. You're not going to want that bubble to stick around. You give me this energy where it's like, if it isn't for me, I'm leaving. And you won't, I want to say you'll hesitate. Some of you will try to bear it. I don't feel like you get loud, Taurus. I feel like you stay timid. I just get this, I'm going to stay timid, but I'm going to see it for what it is. And if I have to vocalize the situation, I will. But I don't see you doing that. I see you more or less moving the fuck away from it quickly. Let's go. Let's go. Oh, I like this already. Holy shit, Taurus. What are you going to tell us? I was going to stop at 4. I think you got 5. I don't know. I stopped counting. I got more like in the zone with what's going on with you. Here we go. Five of Wands and the 3 of Cups. Are you going to be content with people's bullshit? What did I just tell you? No! Like, no. You're like, fuck the fuck. No, I won't. I think it's because you've learned. You've grown. You've learned your lessons. The Hierophant upright. You're leaving that shit in the past. I'm over it. You know what? The Page of Swords. I feel like you're starting to build over and you're starting to trust the building in the relationships or yourself. It feels more or less like yourself than just the relationships that come towards you or you move towards. I feel like you're in that like phase where it's like, I got to trust what I see. I feel like your eyes are wide open. Good. Show me something else for Taurus. If anybody tries to come towards you right now, I don't feel like you'll feel like it makes sense or you want to go towards the change. I feel like it would be something that if you did initiate or deal with, it would start to end too fast. And I feel like this is something you need to stay like keenly aware of. Now, I'm telling you this because I feel like right now you've learned how to give yourself the love you need for yourself, but also had your eyes wide open to situations. I feel like you're just paying the fuck attention. Shaman, going through a big spiritual growth even. I feel like you're accepting but adapting. And I feel like no matter what you think you want, there's other things that are more important right now. And you're focused on that. And as the other things that you do want in love come towards you, it's not a big issue because you have this I'm too powerful with seeing things clearly. Like, and I'm going to see them through or deal with them the way I need to. Like, no nonsense energy. The Hermit's reversed, the 6 of Pentacles. Because if it throws you out of balance or if it was to emotionally attack you, I feel like you'll remember, yes, I want love. Yes, I want the excitement to rush towards me. I want to be happy in love. But at the same time, I remember what I went through or how I was treated. Taurus is like, fuck that. I'll move the fuck away from it and you can kiss my ass kind of energy. The Empress reversed. I have no remorse type of energy for that shit. King of Wands. I need something solid. I need to feel comfortable where I sit and I need to trust that person I'm next to. Energy. If I can't trust them or I feel like it's not working, I'm not going to work with it. And I feel like you're aware of this. I feel like you're fighting for the structure that's important to you, the integrity, the heart, the love of a situation. The past may have felt like it was just, I don't want to say seemingly, seamless. I don't know how to say that word properly, but it feels as if the past wasn't doing any justice. And the Page of Wands, I feel like you've taken time for yourself and you're looking at where you want to be. Taurus is very focused on staying harmonized right now with the Page of Wands, the psychic energy in reverse, the 4 of Wands upright. It's like you see yourself. You have a goal, And I feel like that's what you're chasing. Taurus is about the goal right now, not the person, the goal. It doesn't mean you don't want the person. It doesn't mean you don't want the person. I feel like you want the person. Some of you, not all of you. 8 of Cups, the Sun reversed, 10 of Pentacles, right? I'm done. I'm fucking done. It's telling me that it's not, for the Taurus, this is going to make sense with, it's not the biggest mindset on your fucking mind. It's to chase the happiness in a person or the building of a relationship. I feel like you've manifested what you wanted towards what's healthy for you. And you're aiming for the balance of that. And that's what counts right now. And that's what you want to see make the great changes or turns of events. You may have had a hard time trying to associate yourself with a new direction. How am I going to achieve a new direction that's going to prosper or bring me happiness? Or where's the guidance I need? How do I factor in to this situation? How do I make what I want to become real? I get this energy like what it just showed me. I get this energy where it's like what I'm going after. How do I make it be like in my fucking right palm? You know, and if I need to jump it to the left palm, it's still sitting there. It's not just a figure. It's not just a manifestation or an imagination. Something like that feels like Taurus is all about it. Some of you are not really wanting to be receptive towards love right now, or you don't. All right, I got 2 messages. You could have the opportunity to work in a love situation or start exposing yourself to the growth of it, the foundation of it, the Ace of Wands going towards it. The problem is the Queen of Swords is with the Page of Cups reversed. I feel like you would talk to the person, but you'd be emotionless to the outcome. Like the emotions, you're pouring those emotions back in your own fucking cup. The 9 of Cups, you're like, nah, fuck the bullshit. I ain't got time for it. Patience. I ain't got time for this bullshit. I can't do this right now. Queen of Pentacles, I'm staying strictly stubborn to what's good for me, what's healthy for me. I feel like you're aware of this. You may have also felt like there were places you should have been already, career established. You may have felt like you were undermined in a career, or you had to change course very quickly. And it was like it was the best solution or outcome, or that's what you're working towards now. Some of you, this has gone on for a while, where it was like you enjoyed it at first for it to feel like it wasn't enough, or you felt undervalued type energy. And it was like, I feel like Taurus is like, I'm over that. I feel like you're like, nah, bitch. I'm not doing that. We're not playing this ring around the rosy bullshit. Ooh, this ain't Duck Goose kind of energy. Knight of Wands. Thank you for the super chat. 2 of Cups and the High Priestess. Clarify it. Clarify it for Taurus, please. Something under it. The Hermit. You're learning how to trust yourself with your decisions. So I feel like Taurus has got their armor on their heart right now. I feel like you're very aware of this. I feel like Taurus won't let anybody fuck with their emotions. And if they do fuck with their emotions, I guarantee you're going to get out some cut bullshit energy out of this tarot in a minute. I'd be shocked if you didn't. But you have the Knight of Wands. It's like wanting to be playful with it. The 2 of Cups, wanting to move towards it. The High Priestess, the Hermit. Every time you think about what you could have, you try to balance out how you feel. I don't want to say you ignore it, but you understand what you want, but you don't chase it right now. Taurus is like, nah, I ain't got time to chase bullshit. If it comes towards me, I know what I want, but it has to be what I want. Taurus is very, you're like a vigilante. It's like, bitch, I know what I want. I know what I'm aware of. The moon reversed. And if it comes towards me the way I don't like or ugly, I'll slap that bitch forward for like 2 seconds, and then I'll give it that fucking skull. I'll end that shit before it starts, and I'll go for the changes in life or direction or what I was going after from the get-go. You have this energy where you don't want to deal or creep into situations where the communication starts just to what? Stop. You have this energy where you're like, no, I've already dealt with that bullshit. I've already dealt with people who just don't fucking pass the test of time. And Taurus isn't having that. Are you learning something, Taurus? Are you letting go of that emotion? Are you letting go of that feeling, or those groups, or the excitement, or being in a group with people, or being on the double date? Are you not letting it get to you, Taurus? Because it's what the fucking Taurus is making me feel like. Taurus is like, I ain't got time for that bullshit. King of Swords reversed, Seven of Cups reversed, your imagination, Two of Wands, and the Magician. You're too focused on where you're going to go or what you're going to do in your life, what'll bring in great stability. And Taurus is very aware of this energy. Taurus has been aware of this energy for quite some time. And you know you've been aware of this energy for quite some time, and you've made up your fucking mind on the decision. You're not going to be struck by fucking... Nobody's going to hit you with the ugly stick. Nobody's going to fucking zap lightning under your ass or zap you to the fucking clouds of heaven to the top of your fucking head and make you change direction. You're too stubbornly focused on what you want. It's a career and it's a placement energy. And you're aware of it. You're like, fuck the fuck with love. I'm not really focused on that. But I get this energy with you where it's like, I'm not going to focus on people that I waste my time with or that emotionally try to drain me. Taurus is very, very apt and might say some shit or just decide, you know what? They just haven't figured out what's going to make them happy. You know, they're still kind of confused or lost, trying to figure out the game. I feel like you're building towards the game. I feel like Taurus is wise towards this. Taurus is feeling this. I feel like you've been going through this for a long time, longer than you'd like to admit. Some of you had to start with home life, but it also ventured to work life, and it felt like it was matching energy. And then one would dissipate, one would stick around, and then it's like now you're like, I just don't have time for any of that. I'm moving my energy away from all of it, and I'll go for the funness. So this is gonna make me feel like I need to say something. Don't worry about how you feel. Worry about believing in what you wanted from the get-go. And if it included love, allow what you wanted, whether it was love first or a placement or fucking money, whatever it was, work on that first. And everything that you may have felt like was fleeting you, let it come in. Just let it happen. Because I feel like it does. I feel like that's the ticket. I feel like that's your secret message. I feel like the unexpected finds what you weren't looking for, and it was you were looking for the unexpected to find you kind of energy. All right, that's what I got for you. Jesus Christ. Your message was a little more difficult than Aries. Here we go. Gemini. Two of Swords. I feel like you've needed to make a decision. Ooh, that came. Oh shit! Got wet. Fell in my shit. Some of you have made a decision with a love situation or a partnership, or you're trying to make a decision with love, partnership, or kids. There's something to do here with a love situation and trying to figure out if it's worth the time and effort or not. Show me something for Gemini. We'll shuffle for you. It's only fair. Welcome in. Please remember to hit the like button. Appreciate it. Gemini. We got for you. I want to raise the other eyebrow, but I can't do that on screen that easily. It's so hard for me to... I can do both eyebrows, but I can't do it when I'm looking at myself. It's so weird. It's the fucking weirdest thing. Like I can be like beep, 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 but I can't do it like on video. That's crazy. Here we go. Fucking, it kind of annoys me. Here we go. King of Wands. Clarify. So it looks like you want to have a good... I'm over it. You want to have a good time. You want happiness, but you may feel like the roads are blocked or like they're just not going to happen. You also may feel like the King of Pentacles, like life's been stressing you out for too much. Like you just want to walk away from everything or close everything down. I feel like you don't want to view the past for what it was. You're trying to stay out of the anxiety of situations or issues or problems. Seven of Wands, I also feel like you're sick of feeling defeated or finding happiness. This is going to be very, very, very... This won't resonate for all. And if it does, some of you just can't take the fucking heat in the kitchen. Whatever. Here we go. Oh, that came flying out. What is it? Aces. Oh, the truth and clarity card came out. You can't take the heat in the kitchen, bitch. Did I tell you too much that you weren't ready for? I don't give a fuck. Here you go. Shaman reversed. Six of Swords reversed. Six of Pentacles reversed. So you're not sure what to trust or what to go towards with change. It's like you want to move towards change. You want to see the growth of a situation. Page of Swords. You're wanting to communicate, but you're holding back with communication. So is there somebody you recently dealt with or have been dealing with that you want to communicate to, but you're not communicating to them? Because that's what the tarot is saying. The Temperance. The Eight of Pentacles. I feel like you're learning that not everything is worked out I feel like you had this great plan with how things were going to work out. How you were going to take care of yourself, take care of other people, and it's not working out. I also get this energy where it's like definitely work related, where you might have set a goal or had a reality about or confidence to your role, but it's not feeling so confident. I feel like you're trying to venture away from it. The world, you may think it's collapsing, coming to an ending, trying to stand your ground, or just be. You may not be emotionally attracted to something anymore. It does look like a work situation that you're very invested in with that Eight of Pentacles upright. Ace of Wands is upright. The Queen of Wands reversed. It's telling me you could be stressed out, feeling like you were betrayed or lied to. Judgment is upright and balance. Strength. I feel like you're trying to get the strength up, but you're also trying to hold your walls up. You know, you might have problems with issues with the past, whether it's past that you've dealt with or trauma that you have not fucking dealt with. Five of Wands. You're not wanting to play tug of war or be emotionally connected to any of it. Five of Cups. You're trying to pretend like it doesn't exist. The only reason I tell you that is this is in reverse. And so is the Four of Cups. You're trying to hide how you feel, kind of energy. You'd be lying to me if you're not. The High Priestess, the Hermit. Why is that? Clarify this. You came out. King of Cups. So you know how you feel. You know what you've been going through. You've also paid attention a little bit to how you've gained, whether it's spiritualism or self-trust or self-reliance, but then you still hold back. You hold back on the stability of knowing, I just get this, what am I going to do? Remind yourself that you can come up with all the answers. No frustration right now. Don't be frustrated with shit that you shouldn't be frustrated with. I'm going to tell you, I'm over it. I'm fucking over it. Look at the next card, the Hangman reversed. Do not get frustrated on shit you shouldn't be frustrated with. Go to the bottom, and I'll give you three. 1, 2, and 3. The Hierophant, the Fool. Take risks with the experiences that you've learned. Pay attention to that. And the Queen of Cups. Open up emotionally and think about what matters to you. That's your key right now. I'm going to give you more. I got to pick them up. Something about pick these up. What's next for Gemini? What is next for the zodiac sign of Gemini? What's next for you? What do we got? Three of Pentacles, Three of Swords in reverse, and the Ace of Cups. Some of you are going to say no to love, or you don't feel like you can trust it right now. Hold on. Clarify the strength. Clarify the strength. Ooh. There's two messages here. Some of you are saying no to love, and you feel like you can't trust it. I hate this. Others of you are feeling like you want to trust a situation, but that bitch is really clamping onto you just to have sex. That's it. That's it. You're probably a very attractive Gemini, and you might feel like, well, that motherfucker just wants to clamp on me for the sex. That's it. Oh, you may not if you don't realize that, and you've already fucked around with the person, what are you doing? You should already know. You should already know. Like, they think your fucking ass is fine, your tits are nice, fucking, you got a big gun downstairs, whatever the fuck. I almost said that C word, but still, you got a big, you're well endowed in the pants, whatever the fuck. You should already know. I get this. I avoid what I want to believe energy, but I also don't know if I want to. I get this without the tarot. Some of you, I get you're invested in an ex. And I get some of you are trying to decide what's healthy for you or where you're going to go in a situation that you're dealing with right now. Is it healthy to move forward? Is it healthy to move away? Will I be happy with... You're confused. There's a fucking strong confusion energy in here that's annoying me. But that's what I'm seeing. You're going to have to figure out what's the best decision for you. Is it going towards the happiness? Is it dropping the direction? Well, I can't tell you. You got to tell me. I'm not the one stuck on it. You are. Four of Swords. If it's causing too much mental chaos, or you know what it is, put an ending to it. Put an ending to it and move the fuck on. Emotionally, I feel like you're trying to value or structurally tell yourself it's not healthy or it's not worth it. I'm not going to fight for it. So a lot of you are trying to say, you know what, I'm just going to fight for my goals or pay attention to the work that's in front of me. Taking care of my business. Queen, you have the Queen of Wands energy. Being very like passionate about the direction you're going, but it doesn't feel like you carry the weight of love with this. It feels like you trust the weight of a career or work. You know, I feel like you want to go towards love. I do feel like you want this. You want to see that build, but I don't feel like that's what builds. You feel like there's too much deception or dishonesty to move towards it. And I feel like you're basically trying to weigh the pros and cons, and you're going to focus on the career. I'm done. I feel like that's what Gemini is going to do right now. Give me something else for Gemini. I want a little bit more for you. I've been given 3 and 3 and 3, so I should do it for you too. It's only fair. What will happen next for Gemini? You showed up. As I said that I split the deck. That's your lovely ass. The lovers. We're going to leave it on the table. And we're going to ask while I look at that card, what will happen for you? What will happen for that card for Gemini? What will happen next for Gemini? What will happen next for them? What happened next for Gemini? Show us. Okay. You're going to leave something behind. Or you're working towards it. Mentally, you're working towards letting go. Hold on. You're wanting to leave something behind. You're going to have a hard time, though. 9 of Wands, I feel like you're trying to be... I just get this. I want to be sturdy about my decision. Clarify that 9 of Wands reverse. I feel like you don't trust it. The world. 7 of Wands. You have I'm letting go energy. That's good. The world, the 7 of Wands, the 3 of Pentacles. So some of you are letting go of a situation you felt really attached to. Others of you are wondering if you should go towards this. Or I feel like you need to make a decision. Do I win if I go towards it? Do I lose if I don't? You're very back and forth. This is a very back and forth fucking reading. You have the Knight. Listen to this. You have the Knight of Pentacles upright. Then you have the Knight of Swords reversed. It's like I want to, but I don't want to. I'm tired of thinking about it. I want happiness, but I'm sick of stress. You know, I need to make a judgment call. I need to figure this out. There is no communication at this point. King of Wands, Seven of Pentacles. You're going to become aware of a decision you make. Excuse me. Jesus. Ace of Wands, Ten of Wands, Four of Cups. Clarify it. Clarify it for Gemini. What do we have for you? I want to see what this says. Let's see. Oh, you keep getting twos. Twos. Stability and growth. So you're going to look for stability and growth in situations. I asked a secret question in my mind. Let's see what it says. I feel like you don't have any patience for... Some of you are trying to believe in a situation you feel like you can't believe in. That's what it's telling me. You don't trust it. You feel like it's unhealthy. The Ace of Pentacles, the Queen of Swords. You want to communicate more, the Five of Cups, but you want to remove yourself from the energy because that you have too much in reverse. Balance. Justice. Clarify justice for Gemini. Show me something for Gemini. The two again. Seven of Swords. You don't trust. I just fucking said you don't trust it. Seven of Swords came up first, upright, and the Seven of Cups. It feels like it's a disillusion, or it's just gonna be something you can't trust moving forward. The Magician upright. Five of Swords. Is it worth fighting for? Am I being foolish to move towards it, or should it go away from me? I don't want to be stuck in the imbalance of knowing what to do. I need to say no, or just recognize it's not what's going to make me happy and trust the clarity of the situation. The Hermit is here. The Hermit is here with you, emotionally being receptive to letting go. You have a very strong I need to let go energy right now. Page of Pentacles. I don't want to go towards something that I feel like the communication is not going to bring me happiness or growth. King of Pentacles. I'm going to focus on career and my happiness. You're going to be very career driven with changes in the career and moving towards those changes. That's what you're learning, or what you're going through right now. That's what it tells me. All right. Eight of Wands. You're going to pursue this. This is about you having pursuit of happiness and landing on your feet. But at the same time, Six of Pentacles, being very not sure if you want to be offered a situation at this time or work on a situation at this time, especially a love situation. And you're trying to go with inside or trust. Queen of Wands to the Strength reversed. You may feel like you're fighting for a battle, that a decision needs to be had or needs to be emotionally dropped. Eight of Swords. I don't feel like you want any anxiety. I feel like you want to become emotionless to a situation. You want to open up your emotions to a stronger connection, or to something that feels more real, or like it's going to work. Something like that it'll work, or it'll balance itself out. You have a lot of decisions to make, the Queen of Pentacles, but a lot of it has to do with you being basically the front centerfold of career, family, value. So you may be some of you are dealing with somebody from the past, and you know it's a ticking time bomb. Others of you, that doesn't make sense. You're dealing with something right now where you feel like it's a ticking time bomb in a relationship or in work. That's what it's telling me. Okay. I just summed it up like I felt like it was getting to the point where I was speaking to Gemini in riddles or codes. No, fuck the riddles and the codes. I feel like Gemini is trying to figure out what's going to make sense down the line, down the tunnel. All right. We'll do Cancer in a second. Here we go. Cancer. What do we got for you? What's next for Cancer? A zodiac sign of Cancer. I'm going to do something different for you guys, I think. Where are those? Are those right here? Yes, they are. I might give you another tarot deck. We'll see. It's got to be them. That looks like them. may give you another tarot deck. We'll see, depending on how I feel as I read this one. Cancer, what is next for you? If it flows real good, you won't get the other deck. There we go. Victories, happiness, standing your ground, aiming for balance, looking. I feel like you want love to show up from the past. It's almost like you want to recreate or rejuvenate an experience that you've already lived. And you don't, I feel like there's some of you that have dealt with a past experience that expired that you want to take the expiration date off of. Others of you, I feel like you just want to re-experience the love you used to feel, or that set for you, that made your heart feel whole. Okay, here we go. The Hangman, the Emperor, the Queen of Cups reversed, the Knight of Wands. This is for the Cancer sign that hasn't been falling in love with anybody or finding love. This tells me the Hangman upright, the Emperor, and the Queen of Cups reversed, the Knight of Wands to the Ace of Swords reversed. You have not been seeing love build. Love has not been showing up for you. I feel like it's not something you try to let stress you out anymore, but I do feel like it is it is part of who you are or what you want. I do feel like you went through a lot of lessons in life. I feel like you may have had to move away from people that were toxic or unhealthy for you or for your children, or painted you to be that way, whether you won or lost kind of energy. It doesn't matter to me what happened. That's your story, not mine. Here we go. The Six of Swords to the Three of Wands to the Wheel reversed. I just feel like you're trying to overcome the battles, the hurts, the upsets, the fucking... I don't get this like poor me Cancer energy. I get this betrayal energy or a disconnect. So this makes a lot of sense to me. What it's making me feel like internally, if I was a Cancer sign, is you may have been in relationships that treated you badly or harshly, whether you came out on top or they came out on top, but somebody wasn't telling the truth, and somebody was painted a picture to be a bad person or was a bad person. Now, some got away with it, others didn't get away with it. But some cancers are facing that and feeling that like they were that structure, that they were painted as the bad person. Whether they were or weren't, that's on you. That's not my business. The part I'm getting to is I feel like it's consciously it's happened to all of you. I'm picking up woman or man. It's happened to all of you. Whether you're the woman that was beaten and battered by a male about a love situation, dealt with kids, and it was a problem. Whether you're a man or you were beaten, battered in a love situation, got to children, and you've seen the toxicity for what it was, or like the unhealthy connection. But then when it came to striving for the next best love relationship, it was easier time after time for the old to want to come in, or for you not looking to chase new because you were looking to just get by kind of energy and deal with what had happened, because it scorned you, it hurt you. My heart hurts, something like that. Here we go. I'm done. All right, Ten of Cups. It could be about, it definitely was a marriage or a family. You were either married or committed and had children. Knight of Swords, Ace of Pentacles, and what to shit. Nine of Wands, you had to stand your ground. Two of Pentacles, it was hard to make a decision or have growth towards trusting the situation could change or evolve. The Queen of Swords reversed. There's no communication, whether it's with you, the kids, or the other partner. A lot of you, I feel like it's the other partner. I feel like if this is going to make sense to a Cancer woman or man, if I'm reading your energy correctly, and I'm going way deep in the fucking past, like I'm digging deep in your past, that person you dealt with, you don't talk to. Or if you do talk to them, it's years apart. It's not weeks, it's not hours, it's not even months, it's like years before you guys communicate with each other. Whatever. Here we go. Four of Pentacles, King of Wands. I feel like you're trying to focus on the things that are going to bring you stability, growth, and not make you feel stressed out. Anything toxic, I feel like you're trying to strengthen or overcome. The Ten of Swords does show me there are things around you that you just disagree with, or the Queen of Wands, you aim to be passionate about situations, but it falls off too fast. Essentially, like you go towards something you think could work out and it doesn't work out. Some of you, whether that was a love situation, that's probably pertaining to the woman, Cancer. To the male, Cancer, I'm picking up the energy without seeing the tarot. It had to fall with, like, for women, yeah, it was like it was a love. For men, it's a career thing, something like that. The Nine of Cups, the Seven of Pentacles reversed. Hold on. The Nine of Swords, the Four of Swords. You're over situations or fighting for situations that don't make sense to you. I don't usually give a message like this, but I'm going to. With what I just saw, I'm not going to show you the cards. I don't feel the necessary need to. Cancer. If you're the zodiac sign Cancer, whether you're a lady, you're a man, I don't care what you are, but if you're the sign that you'll give like the shirt off your back kind of energy towards a lot of other people, or a lot of like you just like to help other people, because that's what it's showing me. You like to help other people. I feel like it's more or less, it isn't about the factor of how you help other people. It's about you helping yourself out of a situation. Some of you, it's towards mending a situation that hurts your heart and your soul, fixing it and getting close to that person. Others of you, that it isn't that. It's about establishing happiness, not just for other people, but for yourself, to where you can enjoy the happiness you seek. You have this strong energy where it's like Cancer's been fighting, and they've been fighting. It's almost like you've been fighting in the dark. Like you've had like a white, and I'm not like into Star Wars, but it's like you have this white, what do they call that? Lightsaber. You've had this white lightsaber, but it's been in the complete darkness, and in that darkness, you're swinging it and swinging it, and it's not bringing you anywhere. It's not making you find that tunnel that brings you to the light of success, whether it's fortune, career, happiness, and love. And I feel like it isn't about having it all for you. It's about having it all be available. It's about you knowing it's there, feeling the excitement about it, knowing about the appreciation. I feel like I'm getting into your feelings. I feel like what's going on right now is you want to feel appreciated, but you want to appreciate somebody else, but you also want to make sure situations from the past don't disrupt what's going on in the future. So a lot of you have identified this for what it is. Some of you may have even recognized, if things are going to change, it's because God's going to make them change. So you've put a belief system in front of a situation where it's like, I'm protected, the whole situation's protected, but it just feels like the wells run dry, like nothing's changed. I get this nothing's changed energy. Hold on. Give me something else for Cancer, please. What will happen next? I feel like you've been experiencing this for years. It hasn't been, it's been a long time. And I feel like you also need to experience, I don't feel like you need to have an outer body experience, but I feel like you need to have an outer outlet experience. Do more. Get yourself more academically aware or socially invested in situations that may bring up your spirit. Something about your spirit needs to be uplifted. I feel like you try to lift everybody else's spirit up for so long that you forgot about yourself somewhere. And this is the importance that's healthy for you. And if you've been attracted, listen to me, if you've been attracted or dealt with some domestic bullshit, teach yourself, be aware of why you allowed it, why you're away from it, and just remember what you dealt with and why you won't deal with it again. Because some of you, it falls on domestic disputes or just a lot of yelling. If it isn't physical, it's a lot of yelling energy. Here we go. One more for you. One more for Cancer. This doesn't have to be last week, last month. This doesn't feel like I'm reading into your like fucking past month. I feel like I'm going into some shit that I'm not supposed to be bringing up. I don't like to be that past tense reader. I feel like it's just coming out. Here we go. Ace of Pentacles. Yeah, I'm not surprised the 3 of Wands is reversed because it showed it to me earlier. Queen of Cups. So you may be struggling on a fortune or a direction, trying to figure out what's going to bring in the wealth, the happiness, the emotional content, like the emotional connection. So I'm getting the energy where it's like you want that emotional connection, that love to be reciprocated, but you also want to have that very powerful stamina when it comes to being able to not worry about feeling restricted about money or being able to go on this vacation, that vacation type energy, having enough, but also having love. Something about that Queen of Cups upright, that Nine of Pentacles. You want a Six of Pentacles upright. I feel like you want balance with it. You want to see the celebrations and you want the victories over it. And you want the victories. You want the celebrations for once. You want the victories. You're looking for the balance. The Nine of Pentacles tells me you're trying to stand your ground or come to how it's going to happen, figure it out. But emotionally, I feel like you've been on a standstill, a hiatus. I don't use the word hiatus, but you feel like you've been on a hiatus with finding the glory everywhere. And I feel like you know this. I feel like I'm not reading you just to read you. I feel like I'm reading something you've dealt with. Give me something for the future, please. Cancer. Ace of Cups, love. So you're going to start to have victories with love situations. Either something you love that you hold on to. There's something to do with love, whether it's giving yourself enough self-respect or love or falling in love. Let's see what the cards say. So if love comes towards you, you may be very slow about building with it, or you like taking that leap or having that faith. You'll have the communications, but I feel like you'll have a nervousness about if I should move towards it or move away from it. See how they're apart from each other? Do I move towards it or away from it? I'm going to tell you, I think it might be a wise investment for some of you. Some of you, it depends on how, like, what it's going to depend on is where you sit and what makes you happy now. And what's important to you, not just now, tomorrow. I see it working out. I'm over it. The Queen of Pentacles and the Three of Pentacles upright. I feel like you need to go towards this direction and you need to trust it. I feel like you got to let go of what's happened. You've got to let that be the fucking judgment, the outcome. You have to move away from that shit that hurts you. If you don't move away from the shit that scorns you or hurts you, you're not going to grow. You're not going to build anything healthy. You're not going to, you're in an energy where you have to trust that sometimes moving away from shit is how you build towards the next best thing. For you to get 8 and 8, that's like Lionsgate. That's like accepting a loss to move to something better. That's like being your own fucking queen, your own boss, your own person who has more respect for love for themselves, but wants to love into the next relationship. Let go of it all and accept it all to be able to be at your disposal and you win. Something about you should make this decision. Be passionate about it and look where it lands you. I feel like you should look at where it lands you. Let's see what the last card on the bottom says. Holy shit to happiness. Am I fucking surprised? Do I gotta jump around like a fucking ape or a gorilla? Slap my chest, bang my ball sack, make it hurt? No, that's what you should fucking focus on. I'm done. You're done. All right, that's what I got for Cancer. Here we go. I know that was a little fucking stupid at the end, but still, you get the message. I hope you get the message. All right. As we do Leo, and I'm looking at that sexy bitch, that little baby ass motherfucker right there. Here we go. Leo in a second. I'm hesitant because everybody's like, you always smoke on Leo. I'm like, bitch, I'm about to smoke on Leo. But, bitch, I'm about to smoke on Leo. Here we go. Leo. Let me get rid of this fucking sweaty ass shit. Hold on. Hold on, my card's getting wet. Fucking ruin them. Here we go. Damn Red Bull. It's already getting like shitty tasting. Oh fuck. Do one of them? Okay, here we go. What do we have for Leo? It was dry. But it looks like it got way past because it's got like a lightning bolt through the backside of it. What will happen next for you, Leo? Let's see. What will happen next for Leo? Just one. Okay. Let's go. What do we got for Leo? Ooh, shit. That was fast. You will move towards celebrations, or celebrations will come towards you. I feel like you're going to move towards celebration or accept emotional happiness. So there are situations where celebrations haven't been showing up, or you're just becoming excited on the verge. I get this. I'm on the verge of happiness or appreciate. Some of you, it's about value. It's about how do I appreciate my value? How do I move forward? Let's keep going. Leo. What will happen next for Leo? Lovers keep showing up in front of me. Four Swords. You may feel like anytime something upsets you, clarify the Four Swords. See what it says. Anything that upsets you right now, Leo, I want to see what these two cards are. Page of Swords, you cut free from it. The Ten of Swords, you ignore the feeling, or the mental feeling, the mental clarity. You let it go. I feel like anything you feel that tries to bother or hinder you at this time, you say, fuck that, I'll cut that shit out. I'll cut that out. I won't let it get to me. Why am I telling Leo that they're not going to let it get to them? Why is Leo saying, I'm not going to let this get to me? I don't know. Did you just fucking show up? Leo, did you just fucking show up right after? Yes, you fucking did. Here we go. Let's keep going. What do you got for Leo? Show us. All of us. What's here for Leo? I'm curious as shit. I'm not gonna lie. I want to see what it says. What do you got for Leo? It's got to jump. I'm not pulling the bitch. You got to jump. There you are. Growth. Building. Some of you are going to look for the growth. Some of you are going to look for the growth towards career or towards love and go towards those actions. Anything that comes towards you, and I'm not surprised because it was standing in front of me, but I didn't pull it off the bottom of the deck. Before I shuffled, I was staring at the devil. But I was like, the devil will show up. So we'll clarify the devil together. Here we go. Clarify the devil for Leo. Ooh, flipped over my left hand. Anything that you feel that is you're bound to or tied to or is tied to you. If it feels like it's not communicating with you or not moving towards you, you're going to become aware to where you're like, you know what? Fuck the bullshit. If something needs to end, it needs to end. And I'm going to pour my emotions into making the right decisions or going after the decisions that don't stress me out. You're not letting stress in and you're trusting the process. Something about I need to trust the process. Seven of Swords. There may have been deception. Whether there was deception, whether it was in love or the growth of a situation, or feeling like it's not moving towards you, or I just feel like it hasn't surfaced for some of you. Some of you, it's a matter of it hasn't shown up. What have you learned? You've learned that you want to fall in love with a situation that you don't always have to feel like you're fighting for. You just want it to come natural. You have this, it needs to show up natural. And look at the lion on the card. The next card, the King of Wands. It needs to pronounce itself. Because if it doesn't pronounce itself, does she look like she wants to sit back and be stressed about it? Or does she want to put an ending to a situation? King of Cups. Emotionally, I feel like you're like, I got smoke in my eye. I feel like emotionally, you're like, fuck the love situation for right now. It's kept me feeling stuck in suspense of what's going to happen for too long. Seven of Cups. Fuck the offers as well. I need to communicate with something that's going to make me feel like I'm taking the right risks. I feel like you're going through this, or I feel like you've already went through it, or you've made the mental clarity decision to do this. I also feel like emotionally you've blocked the emotional aspect of, it's almost like you know what you want, but you're not focused on it. Because the mental part of you is more pulling the weight of the emotions, but the emotions is tagged up with it, but it's not in front of the mental. The mental is stronger right now for Leo. The mental clarity. And that's fucking something where if it wasn't stronger, you wouldn't get that shit in reverse. Justice, balance. I feel like you want balance. You want to manifest a strong manifestation or outcome. If things fell out with the Nine of Wands, you've got sick of standing the ground with situations, stressing out about situations. Queen of Wands, I feel like you're going to make the right judgments or go after the right things that make sense to you. And a lot of it falls on one thing, the stability, honoring yourself first. You're over situations that feel like they just keep circling and going nowhere. You're like, nope, the fuck with that. I have to put that cup at a distance. Knight of Swords. Why am I going to chase something that I want to see growth with? But at the end of the day, Ten of Swords, I need to let it go. Or I should have let it go. Three of Cups. The environment's not showing up. I need to trust my practice, trust what I say. I need to put it behind me. So it's like, are you contemplating? Do I move towards love or do I just build towards career? Now, before I came out, I did pick up on Leo. And I feel like a lot of Leos, whether you're a woman or a man, you're going to focus on building a career. Some of you will get this energy. You will play with love. You will play with lovers or love situations, but they don't feel like they're going to pass the test or they're going to suit your needs. I don't give a fuck if you're a woman or a man. It doesn't feel like it suits you. I felt this before I came out here. I'm like, it's not going to do anything for you. Like, you want that, but you're focused on everything else. You might even be a little bit of upset about the love situation and having a hard time admitting it. I don't give a fuck if it's your ego. I don't give a fuck if it's just you feeling downright like it's not showing up or it's not, the emotions aren't happening, or I'm done. I can't trust it. I can't feel it. I feel like you're saying no to it altogether or making a decision to be like, why the fuck am I going to deal with it right now? Yeah, I want to build on something else that's going to emotionally make me feel connected. I don't want to focus on dead ends. I can't do dead ends, and I'm aware about what I want. If it's not showing up, I'm letting it go. That's where you're at. I'll cut that shit off before it can start. I've become passionless. My heart's desire is not where it should be. I can't focus on stuff that's going to make me feel bad or guilty or hurt. And who's feeling this way? Is it you? Because you showed up again with the devil card. I feel like you have truth and clarity on situations around you. I feel like it's been hard to make this decision, but I feel like you've made this decision to cut shit off that just feels like it needs to cut off. Or if it cuts you off, you're okay with it. And you're going to go after true love or true desire. Because if it's meant to stick around, it will. Are you going to sit around and get confused, or are you going to put work in towards things that make you emotionally acceptive or receptive to it? I feel like you know what you're going to do with that. I feel like you know what you're going to do, but I also do feel like you have the opportunity of love or a connection to show up, or you to move towards, I'm done. 10 of Pentacles, building towards it. Maybe going through an ending in your life just to start a new beginning. A lot of this might bear on the trust and the victories that you don't want to elude yourself from before it's too late kind of energy. All right, that's what I got for you. God damn. Leo. All right, Virgo. What do we got for you, Virgo? You gotta wait a second. I need more Red Bull. I'm gonna run out of Red Bull for the rest of the fucking signs. That's a lot of Red Bull. It's a 20 fucking ounce. Jesus Christ. Here we go. Ooh. Virgo. What will happen for you next? What's the message for you? What will happen for Virgo next? Let's see. Virgo. One of these cards I just did, I just shuffled the shit out of this. One of these other cards stood up. So let's look at it. Different deck. You may have to let go of darkness. I feel like some are storming with darkness or feeling a clouded energy or judgment. It could be just letting go of being hurt. Something about let go of it. Just let it be. You shouldn't feel what you don't understand either. Because I feel like some put it on a pedestal, but they still they still let it allure them. And if you think I'm not making any fucking sense, my mother's a Virgo. My mother was very spiritually into spiritualism without knowing her son would be a psychic medium. And I'd sit there and I would rip through shit where we're calling in spirits to the table. That bitch is moving with strangers. And I'm like, if the fucking table don't say this, the fucking table don't say this, the fucking table don't say this. And my mother's disgusted looking at me, disgusted looking at me. My little sister's there too. And imagine this, she's a fucking Leo like me. Different Leo, but a Leo like me. She's looking at me like, yo, my brother's a beast. You're kind of an asshole. And the table agreed with everything. And then in 3 years, everything came out the way I said it would. So bear in mind, you need to learn and confide and trust, not only in your motherfucking imagination, but I'm done. That's the high priestess after it. But the emotions with the projection, you portray outward. Because you can be attached to something, but you can use it to a fear or an acknowledgement of what you are afraid of or what you yearn for because you're hurt and you don't know how to let go of pain. Making sense? I bet it makes a lot of sense to some bitches, and they don't want to admit it. Those are the ones that need to hear it. Here we go. As I'm reading you, you showed up in reverse. No, it makes no sense, bitch. It makes no sense. No, you're not psychic. You don't make sense. I'm psychic, more psychic than you. Shut your bitch ass up. You wouldn't know if a fucking mule kicked you in the ass. You would think something fucking... I'm not going to say it. Use your imagination, bitch. Anyways, let's keep rolling. That ain't going to be for all Virgos. I don't hate all of you. But some of you have a nasty placement in your heart or in your person. And what goes around comes around. And karma's an ugly bitch. If I'm sitting in front of you and I'm not afraid to tell you that or have predicted karma, imagine what's coming for you. For those who need to hear that, Virgo. For the Virgos that aren't that way and don't act that way, let's see what you get. And if that crazy bitch Virgo comes out, I'll try to warn you. Here we go. I'll try to warn you. I'm a motherfucker. I don't care. When you've put in too much love, faith, practice, honor, integrity, commitment into the respect of learning how to cut yourself free from other people's feelings, but have to feel their feelings to basically be the voice of reason for them, whether it's something they're aware of now or they're going to find out. You don't let shit shake you. I'll tell you right now. You don't let that shake you. You don't let it be toxic. That bitch wants to be toxic. Let them run their headache games. Let them grow up. Let them learn how life's going to treat them. I'm telling you. You don't know the powers of protection. You think you may, but you really don't. I see. Right to the skeletons. Right to the bones. Here we go. Skeletons in the closet kind of energy. Virgo. 7 of Wands with the 6 of Swords. Reversed. Page of Swords. The Hierophant. So somebody feels like... So I've got two scenarios. Some of the healthy Virgos feel like they made the right decision sticking their guns and not dealing with a situation that wasn't worth the time or their effort. Heather Jean may make sense to that. Do I need to call it the Virgos in this chat? I could call all the motherfuckers out that it's going to make sense to right now. That's intuitive psychic medium power. But we're not going to, I digress. We're not going to do that right now. And I could call it all the bitches that don't understand or that it took them a while to catch up or to even trust me until shit happened that I've read personally. Don't fuck with me. I'm not the one to fuck with. Here we go. And you should be proud of what you learn and what you understand because it took me years to figure it out. It took me years to do the shit that nobody wants to do. Nobody wants to say. Nobody wants to hear. But then it's like they've got nothing but to fucking deal with it. All right, here we go. 7 of Wands to the 2 of Wands to the 2. So you may be trying to make a decision towards love or investing. For me, I feel like you want to invest towards a happy outcome, but at the same time, Stability is the key factor right now, and not stressing about fending for things on your own or connecting with money and spiritualism. I'm done. I didn't even look at that card. It's about money and spiritualism for Virgo, and I feel like there's Virgos out there who are spiritual. I'm gonna just put the cards down. I gotta just talk to you. I feel like there's Virgos out there who are spiritually adapting and learning. Some that have watched me probably for years, that have probably been very like not so sure of Leon, me, where they're like, I don't know if I should trust this guy. I don't know if I should believe what this guy has to say. But they've learned to not only like me for my personality, they've learned to like what I have to say resonate. Where that's the Virgo that went through the dark night of the soul, went through the hard part of life, embodied the shit that hurts them. You basically overcame it. But then I feel this energy of Virgo, and I knew your reading was going to be gross before it came out. I could feel your energy, and I'm like, I don't like it. Not all of you, some of you. So some of you, you're past the horse shit, while others of you, you're dealing with the darkness, trying to find the light at the end of the tunnel, but you're sitting in the darkness. You're sitting with energy that you would feel like is benevolent, but it's you being benevolent in that benevolent energy. And you're expecting a change of an outcome. All that's going to do is fuck you up for longer. Hey, I gave you a tip. I'm free. I said what I had to say. I can move on from that. Here we go. The star. Think about it. The death, endings, and rebirths. Eight of Wands wanted to come up. So there are Virgos that need to recognize the strength of beginnings, endings, and moving on. Letting situations be what they're going to be, but also fighting for career or stability. Moving on with situations that hurt them. This is the Virgo that's struggling with money. So the one that thinks they're the star, a beautiful manifester, or they love everything, or they talk a good game like they love everything. It's the one that's struggling. It's the one that's not telling the truth. It's the one that's embodying the energy of a fake ass bitch. Watch out for these fake ass bitches, all right? Because there's going to be a rude awakening here. The rude awakening is going to be they're going to fall short on figuring things out when it comes to peace of mind. It's like they think they figured this out. They haven't. I tell you, they have not figured this out. King of Pentacles, they focus on career, or that's what they want to focus on, but they lie about what they feel. They think they know what they feel, but they're still stuck on a past tense energy that hurts them, and they don't know how to handle hurt. It's a lack of growth mentality, or acceptance, and it's not going to land them in a happy place. You get victory. I feel like every time you try to move forward, shit falls downhill, or it feels like you end up you roll down the hill in the mud kind of energy. Now, this isn't all the Virgos that watch me, but there are going to be some Virgos that come in here. If you're in that negative mindset, or you're letting things upset you more than they should, or you're putting on a persona of that you're something that you're not, you should really take a look in the fucking mirror, because I feel like you're doing that. And I feel like some of you do it so frequently and cause the chaos that you wonder where the communication or the love is in your life. You wonder why nothing's changed, why you're stuck, why emotionally you're upset, you're attached to something, hermit card, or you're attached to love that's not showing up. I'm fucking over it. I'm getting the ugly energy, and I'm not surprised because I can feel the ugly energy. She's emotionally, so it's like you're emotionally withdrawn or pretending like it's not there when you know the Chariot's reversed. The headlights ain't shining in your face. It's like a fucking car wreck that flipped upside down on your head. And you want to see growth, expansion. You want to see things build. You want the strength. You want to believe they can, but you're not cutting away from all the bullshit so you can attain the real love and happiness you fucking deserve. I'm sorry, but that's what I'm seeing for some. Let's see if I can give you guys a little bit more. I got to get out of that energy because I feel like the darkness overwon the Virgos who are doing something like noble or righteous for themselves or other people. So we're going to use a different deck for you. What will happen next for Virgo? This deck is kind of heavy too, though, so I can't guarantee what the fuck that's going to happen, or if it's going to bring in that same bullshit. If it does, I won't continue to read it. We'll see. Here we go. So some Virgos have let go of love situations or communicated, and I just get this. I've communicated that I've wanted to So that was there a time where Virgo you tried to communicate love or how it made you feel? Oh shit! Hold on. What the fuck? My tape. It's too fucking humid where I live. I've taped this bitch up like a million times. I swear to God, if I was a serial killer and that girl was in my fucking trunk, she would have escaped. Or if that crazy man was in my trunk, he would have escaped. Now, there's nobody in my trunk. I'm not a serial killer. Don't fucking report me. Leave that shit alone. I feel like a lot of Virgos are going towards growth, awareness, letting go of deception, or feeling like anytime things haven't worked out or they've stressed them out or not made them happy, they've learned how to fight, to move on, to trust situations with themselves. They've made the decision. And I feel like I am getting the healthy energy. Some of you may have felt like you were struggling with wanting to stay in one place. You have your own card in the King 10 of Pentacles. It was either you're struggling to believe things were going to work out for you financially, you were worried about somebody else's health or your own. The Page of Swords, I feel like you cut that out of the feeling. I'm done. King of Cups, cut that out of your emotions. Go to the bottom. Six of Pentacles, strive for balance. Three of Swords, anything that came at you that made you feel defenseless or like you had to fight for, every time it came towards you with that Three of Swords to the Seven of Wands energy where you had to stand your ground or it felt combative, you made a decision to move the fuck away from it. You said, the fuck with that. I ain't got the patience for this shit. The Star, I got to manifest a reality that's going to make sense to me and not stress about that shit. Stress about what's going to make me happy. You're probably single, by the way. And you're not hung up or stuck on a man or a situation or an ending with a man. This is the healthy one. The unhealthy one's stuck on a lot of trauma, a lot of why they're not good enough or why am I treated this way and a bunch of baloney shit. Ace of Pentacles. You're very goal oriented right now, and you're cutting out anything that distracts you towards your victories, and you're very well aware of this. Anything that makes you feel like it's going to be a problem for you to get to where you want to go to climb that hill, you're like, fuck that. It can go, that shit can sit outside in the snow. I'm going to move towards my victories. I would like to see love build, but at the same time, I don't feel like it's the biggest you worry about this. I feel like the communication is something that you think about, but you're like, sheesh, is it worth it kind of energy? Six of Swords, back and forth on, do I trust it? Do I allow it? Do I move the fucking hot air balloon away from it? Five of Cups, the Judgment's reversed. Four of Cups. That also may make me say that if you were in a marriage, you were cheated on or lied to or felt like somebody disrespected you and it was too much. Something like that. It doesn't have to be a marriage. It could have been a close encounter, family member, whatever. Somebody just didn't treat you the way you felt. It ended before it could begin. It didn't bring in the great balance you were looking for. Something like that. I don't know how long that'll stay up behind me. It shit will probably fall back over. It's so humid down here. I'm surprised I'm not sweating. And it's not as bad as like the floor above. Like, fuck. Real bad. All right. That was Virgo. I'm going to do Libra, but I've just drank about 16 ounces of Red Bull. I'm going to take a piss. I'll be back. Give me a minute. Hit that like button. Thank you. Hold up. I told you one last. Shit's already falling down. I'm gonna have to get the tape. God damn. So, it's because I left the door open. It's even worse out there. Hold up. Ugh. I probably got 10 minutes. Here we go. I gotta start working out. I can't believe that didn't come out in Leo's reading, where it's like, you should probably start working out. I'm getting like a little bit of a tanky tank on the gut. And I'm like, yeah, I gotta get rid of that shit. And I do like a lot of steps. I mean, I do a lot of steps, not every day. My days off, I do like 4,000. But my days where I'm not off, I walk like 30 fucking thousand steps a day, 25,000 steps a day, 21,000 steps a day, like 4 to 5 times the amount of somebody my age. Well, I'm like, oh my God, my legs are fucking sore right now because of it. And it's been 2 days. And I'm not one of those marathon guys. No. I'm not one of those marathon guys. I ain't got that fucking shit. Some guys just fucking can run until like their lungs feel like they're going to explode and keep going. Me, I'm like, get the fuck out of here with that shit. I don't want to fucking feel like I'm going to fall on my face. But everybody's different. To each his own. Anywho. Is it bad? Can I ask my audience something? I just tell me how you feel. Just tell me how you feel about this. So on my way back from taking a piss, I felt bad for what I said to Virgo, but I also felt righteous, like really good that I was honest, and it just felt so good. But I also felt guilty. I felt guilty because it was like, it wasn't a guilty pleasure to let it out, but it was almost like, just say it. Just get it out there. It needs to be addressed. It fucking needs to be said. So it made me feel good, but it also still made me feel ugly. How do you feel about that? Anyways, now we'll move on to Libra. I will try my best not to let Virgo fuck with your energy. I don't think it will. I'm almost positive I won't. Because I don't see them in the same light. And not all Virgos are in that light. But here we go for Libra. Here we go. I don't know if anybody responded to that, but that's all good. I was looking for the comments, but I didn't see shit. Maybe my shit's frozen. There we go. I'm gonna put this out. It's gonna get my eye. I hate when it gets in my eye. Fucking shit burns like hell. I don't need that right now. Libra. Smoke that. Probably on Capricorn. We'll see. I don't know. I gotta calm down with Red Bull. Shit. I couldn't buy any more. It would make me too wiry. Fuck that. And it's very unhealthy. It's fucking, that's as far as I go. So 20s is if I buy a 16 ounce, it won't be enough for all 12. So it makes sense. But the amount of time I'll read for them. But if I buy the 20 ounce, it's not going to be enough. But I'm not going to want to drink more than one of them because I'm going to feel like I'm going to have a fucking heart attack. All right. I'm like, no. All right, Libra, your turn. Here we go. What is in store for you, Libra? What is that? Coming for you next? What will happen next for you? You won't be stuck with situations. I feel like if you felt stuck with situations in the past, I also feel like I'm vibing into next year for you. I don't know why I get with this card, the Hangman. Something about the Hangman. I got to show you the card over here. I'm going to tell you two things. Look at this. The Hangman, you being patient with High Priestess energy, trusting, because you have Temperance, High Priestess. I feel like you being patient with things going in a direction that is meaningful to you, feeling kind of closed out from them or locked out. Basically, like any turmoil you've been through, I feel like it is fleeting you. But I do feel like it really goes away in 2025 or by the end of this year. I don't know where this is coming from. It's just I have to trust what I understand, and it's usually on fire correct. Um, I see in the end of this year or early next year, it's completely gone. It's completely dissolved. There's no more hard feelings. There's just you focusing on the ebbs and flows of life, letting things go completely. You may even be hesitant to believe what's coming towards you. I'm done. I'm not telling you any fucking more because now it's like I'm giving too many people a wide open private reading that I'm like, bitch, I should be charging people for that shit, and I just don't have time for it. But here we go. Here we go. Let's go. I'm liking it so far. I see you becoming a better version of just. I feel like you've focused on this year, and if you're a man, I'm done. I gotta say it. If you're a man, it's been this year, maybe a little last year. If you're a woman, you've been ahead of that man for like a year and a half with what I just said, with the feelings of how things have been. You've just constructed that. You've held down that psychic energy or the turn of events. You know what's up, and you've been waiting patiently, awaiting the arrival of the change. Some of the change had to do with inside of yourself and realizing it was on you that needed to change. Others of you, and it's others and the same of you. It was a little bit of that, but it was like it wasn't really being looked at. It wasn't really being. You weren't putting it in a perspective that made sense. But by the end of this year, early next year, all that shit's gone. It's like if you could start from scratch, you start from scratch by the end of the year or next year. And you also may deal with things where you hear of people or health situations arising around you. I get health energy around you. Well, hopefully it's not yours, but I see something with health or people passing. Something like that's important for the zodiac sign of Libra. Here we go. It wanted to show up the Knight of Wands. Are you becoming playful? Are you becoming ready to go towards situations? Let's see what happens. I am so not surprised that I'm seeing that. But if you guys could see the cards that, like, as I shuffle, it keeps showing me. It's one of those. It's the main card that I kept seeing. Seven of Swords, the Magician. So I feel like you're not going to play with things that make you feel uncomfortable or unconfident behind. I feel like you're just going to go with what works, or that's something you've been aiming to do. Nine of Pentacles reversed. I feel like you've been aiming for it, but it hasn't been showing up. Two of Wands. I feel like you come to a discovery. The King of Pentacles, the things that you stressed about that weren't building, I feel like that's over. I feel like it's going to be over for you, and I feel like you're getting a strong future read right now. The Queen of Cups, the Seven of Cups. I feel like the things emotionally that you wanted to open yourself up to that you haven't or you've held back on, King of Cups. Queen to the Seven of Cups, the imagination or the feelings you've kind of held back on, wanting to move towards, now they're open. Now it's open game. Now you're ready to manifest that love. Now you're going to move toward. I feel like you're getting yourself back. I don't know how else to say it. I feel like Libra's getting themselves back and putting the work in the effort, not letting emotions or the burdens of life get the best of them. I feel like you've become aware of this. I feel like there are situations that felt like they weren't fighting for you, or you may. So there's two scenarios here. The woman feels like there were situations where they were sabotaged, they were treated incorrectly, ghosted, or third party, and they're letting it go completely. It's poof, it's gone. The man is recognizing where he fucked up in situations, and he's letting it go completely. That's what I'm seeing for Virgo. I mean, I almost said Virgo for Libra. There's definitely a Libra woman and man. Five of Swords to the Devil reversed to the Ace of Wands. I don't feel like you're being. I don't feel like you're being spiteful, vengeful. I feel like you've moved away from situations that hurt you. I'm done. You've put endings to situations that hurt you, and now you just want to build. You started. Look at this, Knight of Pentacles. You started with the Knight of Wands. You're going in a direction that you can learn how to love and trust. Not only feel like you can love and trust, but you have truth and clarity on going towards, and you're making the right decisions. I'm over it. Good for you. Have you said I have to let go of things that upset me, or things where I upset myself? I was a little bit wrong or harsh to them, or I didn't know the full scenario. Whether you were able to get the whole picture painted or not, I feel like you're overcoming all of it. I like this. It's just showing that you are recognizing, like, it's time. I need to move away from something that hurts. Seven of Wands is reversed. Nine of Cups, the Queen of Swords. This is for the person who doesn't communicate with the other person. They could have been another air sign. They could have been a fire sign or a water sign, by the way. The Chariot is reversed. Three of Cups. I feel like you start trusting going out and having a good time, or recreating events, or collaborating more. That could be from September to next year. Wanting to collaborate with people, wanting to trust or open up, or just feeling rejuvenated and being happier in life. Something about you become happy in life. Like, you're letting less things bother you. It's almost like you have this shield on you, but the shield is like, people can penetrate through it, but it's like if they stuck their fingers through that shield, it's still like that shield's protecting you. You have this weird energy I'm feeling about you. Victories. King of Swords. You'll cut free of anything that messes with the practice of the strength, or what, almost like the notoriety about your arrival. Something about the Knight of Swords. If I can't move towards it, or I don't trust the bullshit, Ten of Pentacles, I'll move away from it. I've already felt the Ten of Swords, the Three of Swords. I know what not to work with because I've been there, but I'm only going to focus on the stability of matters. I do think about love, or having that love partner, but I also think about what I've been through. I feel like you've accepted that. You make the right judgments, and the best thing is to just not stress and do your best. Something about don't stress now to next year, or in next year. Don't stress, do your best, and watch it unfold. It's going to unfold. It may be slow. Something about it may take its time, or the relationship part of it may take its time. You may even be a little anxious to believe that you might get this, like, it's just going to fall out like the last one. I'm going to tell you, I don't feel like this person's going to be anything like that last one. There's no bird there, but she's looking at that wand. And all I'm thinking is, whether you're passionate about being sexually active again, or you're passionate about communication, I feel like there should be a bird there. And I feel like the bird that should be on the top of that stick that she's staring at is like a hummingbird, and humming in a tone of like, what you deserve is coming towards you. And I feel like you are not sure or seeing what I'm telling you, but I feel like you have that opportunity. I feel like that opportunity is going to be exposed. Maybe not to all of you, but to some of you, Libras, the opportunity is going to arise. You're going to have the chance. That's up to you and how you feel. You know, if you're like, no, I'm celibate, I'm staying that way. Kudos. I'm not. Why the fuck you watching me? Anyways, Two of Cups reversed, the Temperance, Seven of Pentacles, the Tower reversed, and the Ace of Cups. This is for the Libra who's not been focused on love for a while. You've probably been focused on trusting yourself, building career. Something about, I need to build career. I feel like I've lost the excitement. I don't want to be stuck with the things I'm passionate about, or fall off the wagon. I need to balance out things. I've let go of things that have hurt me. I'm learning how to trust. Emotionally, it sucked. It did suck, it's telling me. Nine of Wands, but I've had to stand my ground. I've had to learn how to become a better version of myself. Six of Pentacles. I've moved away from things that I wanted to move towards that hurt me. Whatever hurts you has just propelled you to be the better version of yourself. I swear to God, I got to say this. I don't see it on the tarot, but I swear to God, if this person comes back, if this person that made you that strong comes back, tell them no. I'm just, me being a blunt Leo, tell them no. Don't give it a second thought. Don't let it be your imagination. In other words, if a situation felt like it was hurtful or damaging to you, and now they want to move back towards you, stand your ground and accept the acceptance of what you went through, what they gave you, the power they gave you that you had inside of yourself all from the get-go. But what it took to basically rationalize that feeling, how to remember how patient you had to be with everything, love, money, everything, for it all to start to fall in line. Because I feel like you have that strong power where into next year, not only do you have the availability of a love situation blossoming, I feel like career starts to really ramp up for you. And I feel like that's when this bitch wants to come back. Watch out for that shit. You've definitely got like a real strong, I don't know who else I gave a strong future reading to, but Libra, you got one. You definitely got one. I'm picking up more, not just now, what's to come for you. I didn't expect that. I did not expect that. I wasn't sure it was going to go that deep. But it's like, this is what I'm feeling. This is what I'm seeing for Libra. Anything else for Libra? Anything else for Libra? Three of Pentacles. So you have the Three of Pentacles. Just keep putting in the work. I feel like what you're working towards is going to conclude to success. I don't know what else to tell you. I feel like you need to trust this and embody that it can happen. It may not feel like love's happening. You may have thoughts of like where I feel like you went over the love situation or wanting to manifest it, but you've emotionally cut free of it. It's not completely gone, but at the same time, the Queen of Cups in reverse, it's not something that is shadowing the way you want to conduct yourself today, tomorrow. You've cut free of that feeling. You're more focused on your independence, not being stressed out, and probably better health or betterment maybe for other people, making the right judgment calls for yourself and the ones around you. And I feel like you get a win. I don't know how else to tell you. I feel like you win. I feel like you're going to win. If you already haven't started winning, you're going to start seeing gains and wins. And I'm happy for you because it's like, I can't always give a beautiful ending to a tarot reading. And from where I sit now, your reading, it seems like you went through a lot, woman or man. And now it's starting to shift. Even if the shift seems like it takes a while, because it doesn't seem like it's abruptly going to happen tomorrow, but it seems like it carries towards maybe September, November, October, from then into next year. And even if it's slow in the fall and moves into by 2025, mark my words, if you had a hard time financially this year or feeling like you need to stick with a career situation, next year is a total different story for you. Next year, I feel like you just have more of an exuberant energy or aura around you that people migrate towards or they respect. You just seem happier. You seem more ready to offer yourself to situations. Some of you will be hesitant with love too, though. Some of you, you'll wait on that love situation. You'll continue to ride that wave, but you'll have that opportunity is what I'm feeling. All right, I'm done. That's what I'm seeing for you. Scorpio. Scorpio. Here we go. What do we got for Scorpio? Hold on, guys. I've got a little pendulum pouch. I just wiped up the sweat from the Red Bull. I'm like, no, you're not gonna wet my cards. I didn't bring a paper towel down to like wrap it in, so I didn't make it to Capricorn. I made it to Scorpio. Oh well. Scorpio. What do I got for you? What do you want to tell Scorpio? I just want to see what you say. That's all I care about. I don't remember these. These are all for you guys. I only remember them when people remind me of them. I do that intentionally though, because I can't carry that energy. So I don't. Fuck that. I wouldn't get any sleep. I'd feel beside myself. Or I'd start feeling body pain. No, fuck that. Here we go. I've been there, done that. I've done that on screen, and I don't like that. Here we go. Scorpio. What will happen for you next? Next for you. You're going to have some decisions to make. Some of you have already made these decisions to stand your ground. Also, I feel like the decisions you've made have helped you learn situations around. I'm done. Look at the bottom of the deck, the Moon card. As I'm looking at the Nine of Wands, decisions with the Two of Pentacles reversed, I feel like situations have made you aware, opened you up, put you in like a fine-tuned energy, made you kind of feel more connected with what you're connected to. But you also may have, okay, why is it the more I go deeper with you guys, the more it's getting easier without the tarot? I don't know, but it is tonight. So I'm getting the energy for you. You've had to let go of things that felt like they were a sure certain thing. People, atmospheres, most likely people. It's most likely the first thing I said, people. But at the same time, I feel like you don't invite people in or already have. And some of you, you're hoping for it to stand the test of time. Some of you, the branch is going to fall off. I'm going to be real. The branch is going to fall off. I see the branch breaking. I feel like the branch gets too heavy, or there's a collide in where you understand shit and the other individual understands shit. I feel like there's going to be an issue. Here we go. Mentally, what's going on? Are you going to fight for a situation or lose any sleep over it? I don't think so. I think you're going to say, you know what? Fuck this. I'm not going to be foolish. It can be part of my past. You know, something I need to focus on the status of me. I feel like you're going to be very independent. Trust your emotions. Trust your judgment. Something about I need to trust my fucking truth and clarity and make the goddamn decision. I feel like you're very aware of this at this point. And I feel like, in other words, I feel like Scorpio's like, I'm the boss. And you're aware that you need to be the boss. And you need to let that fucking root grow. And I feel like you're doing it with a strong passion. I don't feel like you want any hurt or want to hurt anybody as you do this, but I feel like you may have those hurdles of what can stick around and what cannot. I feel like you're going to be in that energy. I feel like you're going to be in that energy and absorb the sun energy, absorb the higher light of, basically exfoliate all the negative energy away from you. Like Scorpio's like, fuck that. I'm not dealing with that. And I'm trusting it with the high priestess. To the next card, the world. If it's got to move on or I got to move on, it can kind of energy. Two of Cups. It could be a love situation. So if you were stuck on wanting love, you're not going to be so stuck towards it. If you're in something with love, you're not going to let it spoil the happiness. You're going to trust building towards the happiness or trusting yourself to move away from a situation that is just, you know, being redirecting you to another path or another soulmate, something like that. I feel like somebody who's more on your level. 10 of Swords with a Knight of Cups. Page of Swords. I feel like conversations become uninteresting, or it's like you can't. I just feel like somebody's on a high conscious level of trust, and I feel like it's the Scorpio, and I feel like the people around you, they're not vibing the way you're vibing or feeling what you're feeling. Some of you Scorpios, I feel like, are able to express it. Others of you, I feel like you keep this tucked inside. You know how you feel. You want to express it, but you feel like nobody will understand you. I don't get why I feel two different energies. The woman, I feel like she'll express it. The man, I feel like you tuck it in. I feel like you tuck that shit in like I should tuck in my bottom lip kind of energy. Here we go. 10 of Pentacles, the love is reversed, the Ace of Pentacles. So a love situation may die. If you're in a love situation or you find yourself in one, it may start and it may end. It may be something that lasts a little bit of time, 6 months, a year, and then it comes to a closure. Or you guys just can't make up your mind about getting the communication right. I feel like it's a conscious effort. I feel like somebody's consciously behind the times, or not. They're not able to elaborate or perceive what you can. So it's almost like you want to hold their hand, but you don't want to be their mother or their father in the relationship, whatever. 3 of Cups. So you may enjoy, you may have the opportunity to go towards other things. I feel like you're going to be busy. I feel like from now till next year, you stay busy, and you're going to embark on new people, but you're going to have a hard time trusting it. You're going to have a hard time trusting these people. Why? Were there people in the past you couldn't fucking trust? Because that's what it makes me feel like. Stability. I feel like you'll focus on your stability. I don't feel like you want people to reach out towards you or cause dilemmas. 10 of Wands. The 8 of Pentacles reversed. You're saying no to that. You're being patient with yourself. But Knight of Pentacles, you're also not wanting to take too long to get to your goal. Because you may feel like it's been taking too long, or you want the external help, but you can't trust it. Something about it's toxic or it's unhealthy, or the ones I've had before are unhealthy for me, Scorpio, and you know it. You fucking know this. Whatever that's about. 5 of Cups. Emotionally, I feel like you detach from anything that makes you feel like you can't trust it. King of Swords, you'll be very structured and vocal. If it's got to go, it's got to go. If it's not going to work, it's not going to work. And you'll know that's the best outcome for you. Tower. Why? Because change brings in everything. Change is a part of life. We all go through changes. Some that we don't expect, some that we weren't expecting to happen, but they happen. Whether you change and recognize like how much you feel for somebody, or vice versa, or they don't understand how they feel for you, or they just can't relate to you. Something like that is going on with Scorpio. The Knight of Swords reversed. The Wheel, I do see an ending. The Empress reversed, and the King of Wands. There's passion. There's love there. But Page of Pentacles, I don't see growth. It's in reverse. The Magician, I feel like somebody feels like they're going to be lying to themselves or slowing themselves down or carrying like a child in a relationship. Just watch out for that in the future. Three of Pentacles, Seven of Pentacles, Eight of Cups, the Four of Wands, celebration. I see you letting go. I feel like there's going to be a woman who emotionally cuts the cord. There's a woman that's going to make a judgment call. And it's going to be like, I need to make a decision or accept the decision. So whether he leaves, you leave, I feel like you're not going to be frustrated with the outcome you were looking for. I feel like you're just going to see the relationship grow apart. Emotionally, I don't see it being a bother. I feel like you're going to fight for stuff that you were already trying to go after and manifest. I don't feel like you having anxiety or fear. I feel like you would like to play with speaking to somebody, but I feel like work is too important. And that's your strength. I feel like being focused on strength and not stressing about being the queen you want to be, making things work, or letting things stress you out to where it affects your health. I feel like I'm done. The card I'm staring at, I look down, I'm like, I feel like you're aware. And I look down and the moon's the card that slides up top. I feel like you're aware of this. And if you're not aware of it, you will become aware of what I just told you. So if you're in a relationship, if you guys are very different with mindset, but trying to align the mindset right now, it'll work for a while, but it won't work forever. If you're looking for somebody with your mindset, I don't think that's the goal right now. I think the goal is to focus on the things you want, because I feel like that brings you prosperity. I feel like if you focus on the things that you want outside of love right now, love will find you. I don't know why I have the need to say that to the single Scorpio, but I feel like if you focus on those goals, love comes after you focus on those goals. But it's whether you're willing to dabble with it. Something like that is what I'm seeing for Scorpio. Let's go. All right. Sagittarius. Here we go. Sagittarius. Here we go. What's the message for Sagittarius? In a second. Oh, shit. It's going to be Capricorn. I think I run out. Baby sips. I got like 2 sips left. Hey, shit. It's all right. I try to run with my own strength energy. Here we go. I just hope nobody gives me a heavy message. I hate that shit when I don't have energy, like sweet sugar. I can't stand that. I don't want to leave the table like, oh. Here we go. You are here in reverse with the Death card. What's going on? I almost get this energy where you may, if you haven't come to this conclusion or this realization, Sagittarius, I feel like the bad days have shown you that you need good days. But I also feel like you've been sick of being patient with seeing it happen or going after it or letting it come towards you or you even moving towards it. You've been stagnant. I get this stagnant bullshit energy with that. And I feel like you need to emotionally go after, work towards not feeling stagnant, especially in love, whether it's loving yourself or loving the outcome of love around you. This feels powerful. This feels like something you should have done a while ago and you've held back. Wow. Victory landed on my elbow, like in between my elbow. Page of Wands, King of... It's telling me, could it have been another fire sign, air sign? Definitely fire or air sign, maybe a water sign that you were attached to, that it's ended with. There's the Death card again, that it's ended with. I feel like the King of Wands, I feel like you got to become creative, passionate, and open. There you are. Temperance again. There you are. I feel like you've got to start motivating yourself. Emotionally let go of things that didn't work out. I feel like you've held on to the things that didn't work out and they've erupted or they've put a big factor on your happiness all the way around. Your love, your money, the desires. I feel like if you painted your own picture or your own imagination to have a beautiful outcome, you've painted the picture. Excuse me, it's making me burp. But you've painted the picture, but you haven't chased the drawing. It's you don't idolize it. I don't feel like you idolize it. I can't even say you yearn for it. I just get this, like, you've had this what you wanted to be, and it may not have been what you wanted, but it stopped you from propelling forward to what you can have, that you still should believe you can achieve. That's fucking crazy, because that made me feel like I was reading myself a little bit. And in my astrology chart, I have double Sagittarius. I can't fucking tell you where off the top of my head, but I'm like, wait a minute. I feel like I just said something that I needed to hear. So just think about that. Here we go. Oh my God. As I'm saying that shit, the sun, focus on the things that are going to make you happy. I was about to shuffle in half. I'm fucking focus on your happiness. Aim for the happiness. Just because you feel like it's been a lost cause, or it's been hard to trust to move towards it, it doesn't mean it's not worth fighting for. I feel like you gave up. I feel like you gave up, and you have truth and clarity that that wasn't the right outcome. I feel like you felt like caged or burdened by a situation, stressed out by a situation you were fond or put a lot of trust and effort into, or time just expired. If you're older, time may have just expired and it made you not want to propel forward. I feel like that wasn't the answer. And now you're seeing that it wasn't the healthy way to go. The wheel, everything feels like it just stopped, like time stopped, or you felt like powerless over the outcome of love and success. Money, love, success. And I don't feel like you're supposed to lie about what you want. I feel like you're not supposed to hold back on going after things, but I do feel like it's telling me you did, and you did for quite some time. I feel like your emotions got the best of you for a little while. Sorry, Sagittarius, but that's what it's making me feel. I feel like you wanted to have discussions, but the outcome never became the discussions or the desired outcome you were looking for. And I feel like now you're propelling on your own, but at the same time that you're going forward on your own, I do feel like you're not forgetting what you had. You're not forgetting how hard what you had was, or if moving towards it is something you want to actually do. So some of you, it's like either you're on the fence or you're knowing it's the best thing to do for you to see that sun, the happiness, the outcome. Leave everything. Don't forget where you've been. Don't forget where you've been, but let it go. And I feel like that's where Saggy is. I have to let go of the things that didn't work out. I have to emotionally be receptive to Knight of Wands, to not only my feelings, to the power of change, to the power of change. I do feel like you were like, no, I'm going to stand still, or I'm going to stand my ground, or I'm going to keep my imagination open that something can work for a better investment. I'm going to trust that it can. But at the end of the day, I think you got sick of stressing about it changing. Something about it got sickening that it wasn't changing. Balance. Nine of Wands. I see you standing your ground. Seven of Pentacles, letting go of the past, because it's in reverse. Eight of Cups. You're letting go of the past that hurt you. It's telling me you're moving on. You're taking that leap, that faith. You're having the faith card. It may make you feel a little out of balance or untrustworthy, but it's the only way you're going to start over and have a great new beginning. I feel like you've been hesitant on trusting to do that. The Magician reversed, the Hierophant, the Three of Cups is reversed, and the Strength. It's been something you needed to work on. Two of Swords is reversed. Five of Swords is reversed. The Nine of Swords is reversed. And then the Six of Pentacles is upright with the Queen of Wands. So you know what you want. You've just had a hard time believing I'm going to say either having a hard time believing it's worth the effort or letting go of what happened. It's one of the two. Make the decision to move on. Two of Wands, Two of Swords. I dropped both cards on both cards. Ace of Wands. And open with your heart and believe in yourself. I feel like you need to believe in yourself. Not on what happened, not on a heartbreak or something that hurt you. Let go of what didn't work out. Whatever didn't work out, whatever you couldn't move towards, become aware that it was a chapter of an emotional experience that you were supposed to psychically, emotionally connect to. I hate to say it, feel it. You were supposed to feel this shit just so you could learn how to let it go. I do feel like it sucked. It was hard. I do feel like you wanted to trust that it could work out, but I feel like at the end of the day, you recognized, you know what? I've got to start trusting myself, and the world is here to teach me the lessons to move on. Manifest the desires you want. Don't worry about the energy of somebody who doesn't communicate or makes you guess what the fuck's going on, because I feel like you went through this, and I feel like you don't need to go through this anymore. King of Pentacles reversed. If it was too fucking stressful mentally, also, you may have had a hard time with money at the time. Not all of you, but you probably had a hard time with money. King of Cups. Emotionally, put that shit down. Let it go and move on. I do feel like if you haven't already rode that wave, I do feel like you did. Most of you rode that wave. I feel like that wave is gone. And I feel like that wave's gone before other signs where I said September to the end of the year. I feel like you are going to get this completion faster than all the other signs. I don't know. I just feel like it's over. Like you're cutting free from it. I don't know how to tell you to recognize it. I just feel like you will, which is good. So there's something that really, I feel like you were in deep connection with somebody, or you really wanted to see something work out, and you're releasing the outcome. You're giving it to a higher purpose and trusting it. And that can be scary, but that's what I see for you. You know what I mean? That's what I see for you. Having strength and the power of change. There's nothing wrong about that. All right. We're going to move on. Here we go. Capricorn. What's up next for you, Cap? What we got next for you? What's the message for Capricorn? Me too. What we got for them? Some of you won't look back to the past. Some of you, something about you've made a decision where you will not look back to the past. Two of Wands, the past is behind you. I'm over it. The judgments of the past are behind you. You will not look back to the past. And it's funny because I saw the Two of Wands and the Victory card in reverse. Now, and then you got the Judgment in reverse. That tells me you're over the past. Things that you may have wanted to have communication with or structure with that may have felt deceptive or lied to you. There she is, the card I told you I saw, the Six of Wands. You're over that bullshit. You're like, nope, I'm going to manifest a beautiful reality, and ain't nobody fucking with my decision or my desire or my feelings. Something about I can't let the past get the best of me. I balanced out my emotions. I rolled the wave. I let it go. It's behind me. Good for you. Seven of Pentacles is in reverse. It's behind you. I'm done. Fool. I feel like you're going on a brand new direction, and you're trusting it. This is healthy. So you're trusting a new direction or a new outcome. You may even be starting to recognize I need to put more effort and time into not letting things stress me out. Something about I can't let things stress me out anymore. The Four of Wands to the Nine of Wands to the Six of Cups of the past. Whether there was fighting on alignments with a person, could have been an air sign, could have been a fire sign, could have been a water sign. The Queen of Pentacles reversed, the Hermit. I feel like you're not stressing about this. You've made the decision. It tells me you've taken the intent, discretion to say, fuck that. Why am I going to get upset about it? I feel like there should be lightning coming down that like zaps you. I feel like you want to play with the honor of knowing emotionally it was the most responsive or best outcome for you to move towards or move away from. I feel like moving towards emotional acceptance on knowing what happened and letting it ride and moving away from it was the latter. Something about that was the right direction. There was deception. The Nine of Pentacles. I feel like you had to establish a lot of building on your own or self-sacrifice and saying goodbye to situations that were trying to make you feel less than. I feel like you overcome this. The Hierophant. You may have learned lessons that all it did was teach you how to be stronger and not let people abuse you in love or treat you like a fucking rollover. King of Wands. It might have stressed you out for a minute or caused a little bit of anxiety. I feel like you wanted to see a reality with somebody. Some of you, if you're single and you wanted to jump into something else, you might have had a little bit of anxiety of holding on to the past. That could be a woman. I've been dogging the men a lot in this reading. This time, I got to be real. I'm feeling woman energy there. There could be a woman out there who like they wanted to hop in another relationship, but they were still damaged from the last relationship. All you're going to do is carry that baggage into the next relationship. Here we go. Eight of Wands, Five of Swords. Somebody was very conflicted. They tried not to let it get to them mentally. They tried to focus on their stability. The Nine of Cups. They were emotionally still attached to wanting to see success with stability, but letting go of a situation that hurt them, or they felt like it put them at a loss. For that Eight of Wands to the Five of Swords. It was very heavy, or it made you not really deal with people, or that when you dealt with people, it was short-lived. Whatever that's about. Here we go. The Emperor is reversed, the Ace of Pentacles is reversed, and the Page of Cups. I feel like anytime you want to embark on a new journey towards building a foundation towards love, you've either backed away or let it back away from you and been receptive to where you need to learn how to be patient. I feel like you've become, I'm done. I said aware already. The next card is the Aware card. Be aware that when it's ready for you, you're ready for it. I've accepted the shit. I got the short stick too many times, but then I thought I could give out the big stick but I was still riding on that short stick of my feelings. Happiness is reversed. Four of Cups is reversed. The Hangman, the Seven of Cups, the King of Pentacles. You may have been stressed with being happy at one time to where emotionally it was hard not to actually let it like show. I don't feel like Seven of Cups, the imagination with the King of Pentacles, I don't feel like you're stuck in that stress anymore. I feel like you've overcome that with the Shaman in reverse. Ace of Wands, you may be a little afraid to open your heart, though. Something about your heart's afraid to open up. Or you may have anxiety of the outcome. And then as I said that, you showed up upright. You may be a little anxious to believe that it's going to be right. That the wheel, that it's going to move in the right direction. Something about you're being very cautious, or you're knowing you should be when you move forward. Ten of Pentacles is reversed to the Knight of Pentacles to the Five of Pentacles, because you don't want to feel ghosted or hurt in love again. So you keep going back to, I was hurt in love, I want to build towards love, but I was hurt in love, so I want to build towards love. Towards the Knight of Swords, I want to rush towards trusting. I feel like you want to trust not only communication or love, it just feels like it happening. I'm done. Three of Cups, enjoying in the celebrations. I feel like you need to feel that. I feel like it hasn't shown up for you for a while, or you haven't tried to move towards it. You may have once or twice, but I feel like you gave up on it. Ten of Wands is reversed. Queen of Wands is reversed. Eight of Pentacles is you showing that you wanted to be there, but it didn't show up or sustain. High Priestess, trust yourself. Make decisions that are best for you and the ones closest to you right now. And to stay emotionally detached, just nurture the ones that care about you and you care about, and let everything else unfold. That's your message. The Page of Pentacles. If something feels like it's not growing or it's not trustworthy in love, see it for what it is. And I want you to do me a favor. Trust what you feel. That's going to be super imperative for you. You'll be ahead of the curve if you do it. The King of Cups. Emotionally, you do look like you are ready to communicate or have some fun again. If it's not now, it's coming. It's coming soon. Like to a theater near you kind of energy. Like it's coming soon. That shit may be coming in April for you. Who knows? But you have the opportunity showing up for you. If you want it. If you want it. If you're ready for it, it'll show itself. But are you going to show your best version of you to it? Are you going to be ready at that point? I think a lot of you will be. I think a lot of you will be, whether you champered with it and it just fell apart, or you tried to and then it wasn't working, or whether you're in something now and it ends just for you to pick up something else. Just remember everything you've learned from that relationship to the past one, to the previous one, and how it went and how you want things to go. And if you get the opportunity, express how you feel to that person or what you've been through, but see if they open up to you too. Don't open up a can of worms and bury yourself in a hole where you scare the shit out of the person. Don't do that. That's not what I'm saying. See if they'll open up to you and you open up to them, and ride the wave. See where it takes you. All right. Aquarius. Aquarius. What do we have for Aquarius? I can't believe I made it to Aquarius with Red Bull. One little sip for Pisces. One little sip for Pisces. One little sip for Pisces. Here we go. Here we go. All right. I made it sound like we're reading Pisces. We're on Aquarius. We're on Aquarius. All right. Here we go. Aquarius. Yeah. What happened next for Aquarius? Something good, I hope. I don't know. I hope these didn't seem too fucking negative. I don't think they did, but I don't remember half of what the fuck I said. So here we go. I don't intentionally. It's so much easier to walk away and be happy that I walk away from the table free and uplifted. And more of at leisure to reach the people it's going to make sense to, if they're willing to understand it or comprehend it. Here we go. All right. I need you to trust yourself right now. I feel like you need to trust yourself. Not only, I feel like Aquarius is in a pivotal point in their life where they need to trust themselves, their decisions. I feel like you may have some people against your decisions or against you. I don't feel like they're doing it to be like antagonistic. I don't feel like they're doing it for that reason. I feel like they just don't understand. They don't see the development that you've created. Something about I feel like you are becoming very aware. I just get this aware energy with you. It's kind of strange. Let's just read. Let's see what happens. What's going on with you? I'm fucking very curious myself now. Here we go. Show me something for Aquarius, please. What's going on with Aquarius? Let's start it out. 9 of Pentacles. 6 of Pentacles. Page of Swords. So you may come up with times where I feel like you're trying to get balance in situations or communication. But where's this going? You got a punch that came out. I feel like you want people to understand or relate to you, but you're feeling like they're not understanding you like, I don't want to say they're undermining you. I just feel like you have this elevation energy. I'm feeling like you're elevating, or you're just going through like a metamorphosis. I feel like you're spiritually growing. I feel like what's really going on is you're spiritually opening up. You're becoming more tapped in. You have this I'm tapping in energy, and people are starting not to figure me out, or it's harder for people to pay attention to me. Something like that's going on with you. You're very passionate about it. Whatever is happening, I want you to become aware of this. I want you to keep putting the work and effort into it, and don't worry about it. Whatever's some of you, a love situation that you've dealt with could have been, I'm going to say something strange, could have been with a fire sign, Sagittarius especially. It doesn't have to be. Could have been with a Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo, whatever. But something like that, I don't feel like you're letting that get the best of you. 10 of Pentacles, it's in the reverse. It's in the rearview mirror. The 10 of Swords, I do feel like it did get the best of you. You emotionally dropped it. It's because the world is reversed. It's ended. The judgment's had you went through the points. You've went through the hardships. You've established the acknowledgement of why this sucks, how it made you feel, and you've released it. You may go back towards it once in a while and think or feel about it, but then it's like, you're like, why am I even doing this? Kind of whatever. Here we go. The King of Pentacles is reversed. I feel like you're not trying to stress about your career. I feel like you have a little bit of a hard time with people understanding you. I don't know why I keep falling. Like, I do feel like you're becoming very, I'm over it. I feel like you're opening up. I feel like you're spiritually becoming aware of situations. I feel like you're becoming aware of situations where people are having a hard time understanding you for who you are or the direction you're heading in. I feel like the universe is opening. See that 8 at the top? I feel like the universe is opening you up. I feel like you're becoming more enlightened. You have this, I'm learning. Something about, I have that desire. I have that interest. I'm intrigued by it, but I'm losing people as it's happening. The Ace of Swords is reversed. The Empress. Maybe you're becoming less fearful. It could be something like, I'm becoming less fearful of situations, and that could be enough. So it could be something like that. Here we go. 7 of Wands, the Hierophant reversed, and the 8 of Pentacles is reversed with the 6 of Cups. You're not focused on the things that hurt you in the past. 7 of Wands is you trying to stand up and learn situations that you've had to release. I feel like you've learned how to overcome situations that hurt you. I feel like you're opening up the doors, the keys to happiness. You're moving away from things that hurt you. If they bothered you, they made you feel upset, you're becoming more spiritually in tune to yourself and emotionally giving more practice to yourself. And I feel like it's going to make it harder for people to understand you or hang in there with you, get to know you for who you are. I feel like it's going to make you feel kind of at a distance, or like, it might not even show it first. It may take a little bit of time for you to really recognize that people are having a hard time sticking around. Like, you might not even notice it at first. Then you might notice, like, I tell somebody something, it's right, but they just don't get it. Because I feel like you're just going to a higher level of experience, higher level of commitment in a spiritual nature, something very powerful in that energy. You could be going through a great transformation, and there you are, the Star card. I feel like you're going through this. I feel like this is good for you, and I feel like it's going to bring you great fortune. I'm going to tell you, just keep playing with that desire. Make the decisions to trust that, because it's probably going to be something that makes you very intrigued with. I feel like you're going to learn more about your own abilities. That's why I don't know where else to go with this, and I don't feel like I can tell you anything else. I didn't pick up love on you. I didn't really pick up where your career is going to go. I just feel like if you're taking the time, I don't care if you're just watching tarot readings and that's making you stronger, because that can make you stronger. Watching certain people can make you see yourself for who you are, or a different version of yourself that you didn't acknowledge. Others of you, if it's not that you're watching tarot readers, whatever you're doing on a spiritual sense, it's growing. I just feel this growth upon you spiritually. I don't know why. It just feels like it's trying to, like, it's basically trying to like dance in front of your nose. Kind of, I just see this. You need to see it for what it is and trust it. Trust it. That's what I'm going to tell you. Anybody who's been having a hard time with money or love right now, that's an Aquarius, 10 of Wands. I feel like the minute you put those burdens down, the minute you'll have the opportunity. But you need to trust. I feel like you need to trust yourself psychically and let go of things that hurt you or things that have been hard outcomes. Taking care of kids. Make that. I'm done. Make the decision. Play with that decision. Don't let shit keep you stuck. Embark on what you want to believe in, what you're emotionally attached to, because that's what's meant for you. The star card, that's what's meant for you, and that's what you're going to transform into a beautiful reality and a higher perspective with being the high priestess. I'm done. I can feel the tarot's like, just fucking prove it. Just show them kind of energy. And it's, how the fuck would that happen? How the fuck would I tell you something twice, and then the second time the cards are like, bitch, show them kind of energy. We're not gonna discuss it. We're just gonna say good luck. I love it. We're gonna move on to Pisces. Here we go. God damn, that was beautiful. That was beautiful in a sense where I don't expect everybody to make sense of it or get what they were looking when they came here. If you're butthurt in love, if you're fucking feeling like you're gonna be out in the streets, no. But maybe you need to connect a little deeper inside of yourself to figure out what to do to heal the situation or fix that situation. Maybe sitting here in front of me or another room isn't going to solve that for you. Others of you who are here on that spiritual connected level, fucking, I hope to hear something good from you in the future, or I hope it just happens. All I can do is hope and wish. There's no more I can own to that. That's for you, not for me. I'm grateful that I have the opportunity to share that. That's it. Here we go. Pisces. And I got a very little sip for you, Pisces. Here we go. Pisces. Here we go. What do we got? Pisces. What is the message for Pisces? What will happen next for you? Happen for you next, Pisces? I want to see. Show us. Show all of us. Okay. One more. One more after that. Pisces. Whoa. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Don't do that. I don't want to catch these off the floor. Slippery, slippery. Here we go. One more. What do we got for you? This is going to be interesting. Just the way that shuffled. Here we go. And when I said that, some of them are backwards. Some of them are that. See what I'm saying? So they're not all. This is going to be interesting. I know this is the only time it did that. Let's see what happens. I'm just curious what you get. The Fool reversed. Why are you holding back? You're immediately holding back energy. Are you holding back from trusting in building? I'm done. It's like you want to build towards situations, but you may be holding back, or you may be feeling mentally like, I don't know if it's mentally challenged by trusting building forward with situations or believing they can exist. I feel like you have to release this judgment. I feel like you have to put more trust in yourself and confide in more happiness energy. I feel like you got to stay happy. Don't let your emotions keep you down, or the emotions of the people around you. Some of you, it's your own emotion. Others of you, it's not your emotion. It's the emotions around you fucking with you. I'm going to tell you, there's Pisces out there that you've been trying to build out of a rut, and you feel like everything is just fucking trying to dig itself back into the ground, and it's fucking sickening. And I feel like you're ready, you're over it. This is your I'm fucking over it time card. I need something new to fucking, I need a new beginning. Page of Swords. I feel like you may have expressed it, or you may have known that it's like it's been bugging you. The Empress, take care of yourself right now. The Seven of Swords, you may have felt like when it came to direction or happiness, you were lied to by an earth sign, air sign, fire sign, whatever that's about. I don't know why I said earth first, but I felt earth energy. I didn't draw earth. Well, I did, the Empress, but I was looking at the Seven of Swords. I was looking at the Eight of Wands, then the 10 of Swords, and the Three of Cups, but I felt earth, fire, or air. Here we go. Four of Wands reversed. The Page of Pentacles reversed. I feel like you just felt ungrounded to a situation. You also may feel like it was healthy to cut a situation off or keep it at a distance, or somebody around you has a short tongue and you don't like it. You don't like it. That could be somebody around you who just you might have a pushy energy around you for some of you, not all of you, but some of you have a pushy energy where you've been getting a lot of push pull energy, and it may make you having a hard time moving forward or opening up emotionally. The Ace of Pentacles, you could be focused on wanting to develop better career atmosphere or start something brand new in career. The Knight of Wands is reversed with the Four of Cups is in reverse to change. I feel like emotionally you're looking for excitement and change, career or relationship. But also, these are relationships in love and platonic. I feel like both need to set their course for you. I feel like you need both right fucking now. I feel like you can trust this. Holy fuck, you want that love, but you feel like you're tired of fighting for everything on your own or dealing with everybody else's fucking bullshit. I'm over this. Why do I feel like you trust that you need to trust you can be strong? Don't let your imagination carry you to a weakened state. Something about that sword energy where move away from anything that makes you feel belittled, hurt, or unjustified right now. Don't let it get to you. If there's a lot of fucking nonsense going on, fucking throw that shit out the fucking window. Throw it out the window like going 50 miles an hour. Don't do that. Don't get a fucking ticket and don't blame me. But just fucking throw it in the trash. You know what I'm saying? Make that fucking decision and move on from it. There's nothing that you should be stressing about other than the things in life that emotionally you wanted to see happen or invest in. I feel like you had to let go of the anxieties of situations that did emotionally erupt. And I do feel like things have been pushing your buttons lately. I get this. Things have been pushing your buttons, but you've been trying to focus on staying stable or having stability be like the priority. It could be around your stability too. I just feel like you've been in with a tug of war that you're not trying to fucking deal with, or you know that it's just upsetting. I have this up. My shoulder's hurting. Watch out for your body having weird pains. Whether it's your shoulder, a sore throat, a bad tooth, something fucking like that. Watch out for that shit. The Knight of Cups, the Star card reversed. I feel like emotionally you're not really worried about the wish fulfillment of this. I feel like you're just trying not to feel like things are just going to come towards you and then cheat you. King of Wands, play with your emotions. The Chariot. I feel like you need to get away from shit. You're tired of stress. The Five of Cups. Emotionally, what's going on? You're not trying to mentally be bothered and letting things throw you off balance. You know you need to communicate your feelings outward or trust the process of letting the past be behind you and not letting anything rock you in love or hurt your emotions right now. I'm telling you, be that Queen of Pentacles. Stand your ground around everybody that just tries to defy you or try to belittle you or make you feel fucking useless. Let that fucking shit go. Fucking, you know what? Spin the wheel. Be that like. Be prepared to be that bold, fiery energy. You're not a fire sign, but portray the energy of a fire sign. Fucking speak your will, speak your mind, and then move away from that. I'm done. I'm like, and then move away from it. And look at this shit. Six of Swords. Move away from it. Say what the fuck you got to say and go. Kind of energy. You know what I'm saying? Don't let anything keep you stuck in suspense. A love situation, just time. Trust that you know that things haven't been making you feel like it's working out correctly. Some of you, it's just like it's one thing after another. It was like a relationship went to shit, then a work situation went to shit, or things around me I care about went to shit, and I just need to move on from it. I need to clear this. And I feel like you've been sitting in this and being a witness to it for a while. Make the decisions. Honor yourself to focus on the things that are going to make you feel more powerful. Queen of Pentacles, Two of Pentacles, and I know you have the other two in here somewhere. I saw that shit. I read it already. I just don't remember where I put it down. Knight of Wands, Eight of Cups, and the Six of Pentacles. You may have had to walk away from stuff. Maybe a water sign, maybe a fire sign, maybe an earth sign, whatever it is. Could be an air sign. Doesn't matter to me what sign it is. You may have had to let go of things that made you feel imbalanced or like they weren't going to happen, or be the Ten of Cups in love kind of bullshit. Like it just didn't happen. A wish fulfillment may not have happened, or you may have felt like it decepted you, it cheated you. It allured to be honest with you, tell you how you felt. The King of Swords reversed, the Ace of Swords. Did you cut free from that feeling, that anxiety? Now, other things that are bothering you, you need to do the same thing with that energy. Leave it behind you. Five of Pentacles fell on the table. So did these two other cards. Three of Swords. Don't let things upset you. Not right now. You're better than that. You're psychically more connected than a lot of people to know how to deal with that energy or not let it keep you fucking caged. That's your reading. That's what I have for you guys. The past may have been hard for you. The loss of a victory with a water sign, fire sign. Emotionally, I feel like it taught you how to be a stronger version or have a better character. Just understand the characteristics of people better, or how to kind of back off. You might have felt like you had to back off. You might not have liked feeling like you had to back off from shit for a while. Sometimes it's what we need. Sometimes it's the healthy way out. You know what I'm saying? King of Pentacles with the Two of Pentacles. I think money's been something you've been focusing on or needing to brush up on as well. Some of you wanting to build more money or be more, have more stability with finances. Here we go. Give me something else. Knight of Swords. What are you trying to move towards? The Page of Wands. Communication. You just want to move in general away from any energy that you feel that you're aware that hasn't brought in the right connection. I feel like you've been struggling with things assorting. Every time something comes towards you, it feels like it's stressful. It feels like it gets hung up. You can't deal with it. The Ace of Wands, the King of Wands is reversed. The Seven of Swords. I feel like you don't like it. I feel like you're tired of having to move away from things or feel unhappy. And now you're trying to trust how you're going to manifest a better reality and not fight for a decision that's going to make you happy and love. Because it feels like every time you've had to hold that flower or deal with shit, and you don't want that feeling anymore. I feel like you're probably spending time with yourself, opening up and building your emotions back up, recharging like the sun. Like when I go out in the sun, it recharges me. I feel like you're giving back to your cup and you're recharging yourself. This is what I have for Pisces. I hope these made sense to you all. I hope you'll have all of a good night. I'm going to get out of here. I have no idea what time it is. Probably midnight. Oh, shit. It's 1:17, 2:31:33. All right. Thank you all. I will talk to you later. Have a good night. Be safe. You know, we've had a lot of car accidents out here, so buckle up. Be safe in your area, you know, and I will see you all soon. Thanks for your time. Bye, everybody.